10, welcome in. Congrats on first, and thank you for the check-in. How are you? How are you doing? And Jua, thank you for the check-in as well. Hope you are doing well. Been regular with the first? Nice, nice. Uh, how is the eyeball? Eyeball is doing okay. Ignore the cough. Assume we're going with Vark instead of Jern today again? Yes, yes, Jua. You would assume correctly. Um, I was choking on something when I was eating earlier, and so I guess that's not quite gone away. But I'm doing fine. I've been doing some better vocal warm-ups. I don't know if it's something people will easily recognize, but I've noticed a bit of a change, a bit of a difference. My voice does feel better. So I'm gonna keep it up. And today's column being oh yes. Thank you, Jua, for reminding me. I forgot about that. I remembered up until yesterday. WES10. Shoot me a message sometime, 10. We can hang out sometime if you want. I want to see if you can finally run Valorant on your laptop, or if you just have it back, if you're just back at your computer. But yeah, we should hang out sometime soon. You, me, and the others, and then we'll see if we can even like wrangle a penna from his from whatever he's, I don't know, like going to bed at like 8 p.m. or something, drinking his cranberry juice. I don't know. I'm also finishing up setting up something here real quick. Smell phone wine and faint smile on his face. Lost words could be barely overheard. Oh, so shamelessly you would waste. Alright, I think things are good now. Yo, Abyss, yes, welcome in, Annie. So don't forget, alright, sounds good, 10. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for the check-in, Annie. How are you doing? I wonder if there's like a bot or a command or something we can do specifically for when Annie says things in Japanese. We just like do exclamation point, I don't know, Annie, and it just goes back to the last thing she said in Japanese and it just translates it for us. Or, you know, I could just try to learn Japanese. Excuse me. Annie, as someone with experience, how difficult would you say Japanese is to learn? It literally means abyss? Okay, nice. Is it uh uh, yeah, okay, no, I believe you. Um how difficult or easy, I guess. Easy or difficult? Or what are the things that are easy and difficult about trying to learn Japanese? I've tried in the past with very little success. I picked up a little bit and then forgot most of the little things that I remembered. But I never got to grammar. That's one thing I never got around to. Or alphabets. I didn't actually fully memorize the alphabets. And why is my screen glitching? Is that just on my end? I hope that's not getting like, it's weird, like my what's it called? This uh VTube Studio was glitching a little bit. Japanese, you'd say the part that's difficult to learn is knowing the tone or manner to use and the writing. The grammar and others are pretty easy once you grasp the basics. Okay. Yeah, tone and manner, that's definitely a very contextual thing that comes with experience or someone scolding you. Like you say the wrong thing and they're like, yo, you can't say that. You can't say that to them. Or it's like, why are you talking like a child? But yes. All right. You didn't mean that, you meant that. Surely. VTube Studio is glitching out again. I'm gonna tab out of it. I'm just gonna go tab to, oh, you know what? I didn't actually open up Genshin yet. Let me do that. All right. Mochi, welcome in. Someone want lore? Yo, what's the lore? Drop some lore on us, Mochi. What's up? This is the easy explanation of why Abyss Order is different from Spiral Abyss. Oh, because the spelling's different. So it like refers to different things, right? It's funny that we let Annie do whatever language we when we do have English. Yes, that's true. It's because like so from my understanding, the reason that I do it anyways is English is much easier to moderate for me and for moderators. Like it's easier to tell what's being said in chat. That way we don't get random people in here who just start saying things that are, you know, not easily regulated, you know what I mean? But I've known Annie for a long time and I know that she's not like that. So it's kind of one of those rules that we're flexible with when we know certain people. It's more of a guideline and it's really, like I said, really just there for moderation. Now if Annie were someone who started saying, you know, not so great things, then, you know, we'd have to be a little more strict with it, I think. But it's more of a guideline than a rule, I suppose. Also, I guess since we're you trust Annie, she wouldn't say something heinous in Japanese. Speaking of which, Annie, is the Japanese translation in that English command, is that like correct? Or like is that like the best way to say it, or even a decent way to say it? Does it literally translate to heinous? Confused gas. How dare you kindly say that about mother's lasagna? My mother's lasagna. What'd you say about my mother? Oh, right, game's pulled up. All right, we can switch to the game now. What a nice so. Oh my goodness. I have water here. 1 second. I want to interrupt the conversation, so you answer me in a sec. Thought about off-kai at all? I have. Remind. Wait, hang on. Okay. I think we're good. It does? Okay, perfect. I had to run like some of those translations, like the Japanese and the Chinese. I had to run them by people who speak those languages. Just to make sure that I got like something that sounded not weird. I have thought about off-kai. Who here in chat's thinking of going to off-kai in a few months? Hang on, where's a cough drop? I still got some behind me. Let's go. But yes, I'll send you a message about that as well, 10. Alright, Columbina Daily. I think, did I do my resin dailies today? I may not have claimed them. I think maybe I did claim them. I guess we'll check that as well. You'll be off crying in the corner. No, Mochi, no, don't cry. Mochi, you seem like I don't ask like very personal things about people in chat. So to me, everyone like in chat who hasn't already like voice revealed, face revealed, like said things about themselves like on a relatively personal level, I just assume everyone on the internet is a private person. I think it's like the safest way to go. So I understand that. Okay, we did that. I understand if like people don't want to go to conventions and stuff, but I am planning on going to off-kai. So if anyone does want to meet, I've met a few people. I met someone from my community at a TwitchCon. Not this past one, but the one before, I believe. So I met someone from the community at TwitchCon. I met the Jonathan and Minsleaf and Doro. Who else? There was a huge like Genshin, not huge, but like there's a Genshin pop-up, so I got to meet them. And then I've met some of Bruce's community. and some other friends at Offkai 2 years ago. What am I doing? Oh, I'm going to Columbina. I'm just like faffing about. That's not how to get to Columbina. Not cry. Oh, I need to turn the music off. Alright. Annie, congrats on the 5 stream streak. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Cause you live nowhere near and flying plus hotel costs are probably expensive as heck. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right about that. Unfortunately, Offkai, I think is only ever held in like San Francisco, California. Or like, is it San Francisco or is it wherever? It's like near San Francisco anyways, I believe. But San Francisco, California. So prices there, from what I gather, are...
That tickles.
Oh, tickle fight? Wait, what? Wait. Why is she being mischievous? Where is she? Oh, San Jose. Okay, well, it's like pretty close. Anyways, it's like that part of California, which to my understanding is a very like expensive place. As far as you know, you're going, BBT is going, and Noobs is going. No, because you're going together. Nice, nice. Except La Pena. Wait, except La Pena? Oh, right, because, yeah, no, I got you. It took me a second to backtrack in the combo. That doesn't mean please speak only in English. I think the translator used that when you tried to say only, but this actually means one more time, and the entire sentence means please say it again in English. Okay, that actually is closer to what I wanted, I think. I mean, it could go either way, like... Actually, no, Andy, if you want to send me, like, the correct, or, like, paste the correct translation, in chat, but, like, I guess it could go either way, where, like, the way that it currently is, it's like, hey, say what you said again, but in English. Like, whatever you just said in Japanese or whatever language, just say it again in English. So it could go either way, but I'll take the other translation as well. Because where you live in the US, it's the farthest from Offkai, so it'd be a case of setting aside enough money for a few things. Oh goodness, I see. Yeah, no, that's like definitely like travel costs when you're like much further than just like a 1, 2, 3 hour flight. Because I think like across the United States is what, like a 10-hour flight or something? We have part 2 of Anecdote today. Nice. Oh yes, nice. Let me get caught up on this part of chat and then we'll continue the Columbina Daily. I think it's just Cali stuff last time you were there, super pricey from what you remember. Yeah, no, that tracks. let us leave that combo topic for end of stream so don't derail things. Yeah, I mean, I get derailed myself. I derail myself a lot. Either you meet at Offkai or you're flying to your city. This is a joke. This is a joke. I mean, why don't you want to visit my city? What's wrong with where I live? Well, aside from it being in outer space, like, you know, just wear a spacesuit. I don't know. 2 suggestions could give from the English command. Could either use A or B, and both are easy to understand. I'm watching you. Another suggestion. Jua, can you make a note of those 3 suggestions that Annie put in chat? And I'll look at them, I'll like go thoroughly through them later on. Call off your mod. Thank you, Jua. Good mod. Pet the mod. Because very last time you were in California, we were close to passing out from the air pollution. Oh no, oh gosh. Is the air pollution that bad, or are you just like more sensitive to not clean air? Okay.
Huh. That's odd. Paimon's positive she heard Columbina's voice.
It literally all translates to please chat in English. So what's the difference? Like, is there like a tone difference between all of them, or like a situation you'd use one over the other?
Yeah.
Oh! We've been spooked. We've been bamboozled. Wait, she's not wearing her eye mask. Her eyes are closed, but she's not wearing her eye mask.
Another jump scare? Not cool. If you were here, you should have just said so. I thought that since you were already so familiar with this game, I should increase the difficulty this round. Paimon's gonna get you next time. Just you wait. Great. I look forward to it.
Oh, we even pointed out. What happened to your eye mask, Columbina?
Oh, I guess the Kuhenki must have swiped it when we were playing earlier.
That's silly.
I don't usually need to use my eyes, so the mask makes little difference. Let them play with it if they like.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, on that note, don't you want to go out more often?
You no longer need to hide from anyone, right?
Yes, I have plenty of time now. I can go where I wish, when I wish. However, I was concerned that you might worry if you came looking for me, but found that I had left without saying goodbye.
In this kind of situation, you can just leave a note.
Yeah, after all, we only need to know that you're okay. I see. I will consider it then.
Orchid, welcome in. Thank you for the check-in. How are you feeling today? Sensitive, but it was the worst for you being at the LAX? Oh, yeah. Big airport, huh? Someone stole her pair protective lace mask. The first one is direct and simple. The second one is concise and polite. The third one is clear and formal. Okay. I think I like concise and polite. That sounds good to me, I think. It's hard to know the tone. You just feel it. You don't actually explain it. That's fair. That's actually, that's valid. Get spooked.
You only consider it?
Very scary. Or maybe this is just where you want to be.
Everything that has happened here, I find them to be happy memories. That said, I do have another reason for waiting for you here.
Oh?
And what's that? To give you a pleasant surprise.
Wait, what was the surprise?
Wow! This must be the place you were talking about, right? Paimon wasn't there last time, so she didn't get to see it.
It truly is lovely. Oh, it's so cool.
Can Paimon fly around and check it out? Of course. If it pleases you, I could bring you back again someday.
Yes, yes, please.
So, this is the pleasant surprise then? Oh? So this is enough to pass as a pleasant surprise in your eyes? No, the real surprise is yet to come.
There's more?
Come, let us paint.
We get to paint on the moon?
Here? But
Or, well, I guess we're not going to the moon,
canvas,
but...
brushes or paints anywhere. Oh, that's simple. The water's surface is our canvas, the moonlight our brushes, and the paths we take shall serve as the brushstrokes.
Oh.
With the moon's reflection to guide us, pure thought shall flow beneath our feet.
Oh.
Yes, good. That's the way. Come, let us walk together a while.
Well, I mean, you're further... Oh, okay. Wait, why can we,
When the traveler advances, the moon walks by his side.
Why can
Where
we
the traveler
do
stops,
this?
the moon, too, rests its feet. Where the
What did we
traveler
draw?
stops, there, it is finished.
Hmm?
Where the
Oh, is it a
traveler
Kuhenki?
stops, the moon, too,
Wait, no, it's
rests
not.
its feet.
Wait. Now it will be a Kuhenki, right? Not just any it's Luonatar.
Luonatar? It's really you? You're back! In the silvery flesh! Oh, Paimon thought she'd never see you again!
Oh, wait, that's right. I forgot. The painting we drew.
We used moonlight to trace this child's form, and I poured new power and new blessings therein, causing her to be reborn.
Oh, that's so sweet. Alright, let me get caught up on chat. Short version, LAX was high in bad fumes from both plain gasoline and car exhaust concentrating. Ooh. Second, this LAX sucks. No, right now, yes. I need to get the sparkle as a toggle, the sparkle eye. You're probably at the worst of it today, but your guys are taking care of you. The cat's the house, cooking, etc. Had very nice tomato soup and a grilled cheese earlier. Very comforting. That's so sweet. I'm glad that you got your guys taking care of you, and that you had some really good, hearty and wholesome food. Use grass and fire to paint. We only have water. Well, actually, now we're Pyro Traveler. Weird. If the player walks over to Columbina's side, the lines I'd like you to draw are on the other side. Is my moon leading you wrong? I'm not sure if this one Columbina looking at me, perhaps. I wonder how we trigger that one. I don't know. That one's gonna be hard to figure out. Translation: Luonatar. Luonatar. I missed Luonatar. I forgot that, like, Luonatar had a very specific purpose in the story and then disappeared after. Playing a card game with Getsure? Don't know what that translates to in English. Moon Spirit. Interesting. Getsure is Moon Spirit.
She no longer needs to bear my spirit. Her will is hers alone.
Thank you for the lurk, 10. Have fun cooking. Let us know what you all made when you get back. Translation: Lunar Age. You'd think they were like Senrei, Seelies in the other region. Interesting. Wait, how similar are those? Although, yeah, those are pretty similar spellings.
Ah! She's flying over!
Oh, wait, that's so sweet.
Yes. I have awakened all the memories of the time you spent together.
Wait, why is it different? It isn't supposed to be translated? That would explain it. Wait, we're actually, look at the hand. We're actually like very close to petting it. Like, I know it's just like a, they didn't actually like animate it fully. They just did like, you know, a model pose, but it's still, wait, no, it is, because the hand is moving up and down with Luonatar. That's so cute.
I'm so glad to have you back, Luonatar. She promises to be nicer to you from now on.
Oh.
Paimon wasn't expecting the surprise to be this pleasant. Paimon loves it!
Thank you, Columbina.
It wasn't much. I, too, am glad to see her again.
Oh, no, my heart. No. She's still very attached to Luonatar, but her expression is different from before. She looks at Luonatar not as merely a created familiar, but as a familiar friend.
Go. You must miss them, surely. You're welcome to come back anytime.
So how do we get back? My question is, how do we get back here? Oh! Columbina can interact with Kuhenki and decide whether she wants to wear the eye mask. Oh, that's interesting. Wait. The NPC Columbina or our Columbina? Talk to Columbina or Luonatar optional. It's the furigana of the kanji, and it's only meant to assist reading. And if you use Japanese in Genshin, you'll see furigana above every kanji that shows up on the Teyvat map. Can only think of Kuhenki as a translation for that. If that's the right translation. The answer is yes? Wait, the answer is yes? Okay, wait. First, let's talk to them.
Now, I know how fond you are of them, but let's not cause them any trouble now, alright? Come back here to rest, should you find yourself tired from playing outside.
Wait, hang on. She was gonna do a little animation.
Now, I know. Come back here to rest, should you find yourself tired from playing outside.
Okay, maybe she wasn't. Okay, I thought she was. I don't know if you ever saw on your end, but your Columbina is not wearing an eye mask. I never noticed. I mean, I don't have too many visitors in my world, so the times I could have seen your Columbian are few and far between. Do we just go up? Okay, hang on, let me switch off this real quick. Why does that keep going to my first slot? I'm pretty sure I have this set like this specifically. Okay, don't change. Alright. Let's see. How do we do this? About the eye mask.
Should I ask the Kuhenki to hold on to the eye mask for me?
Okay, so we speak from her perspective. Okay. Could I leave this with you? We should give it to Luonatar to wear. Okay, now let's go over and see. Yup. Yup.
Now,
It'd be
I know
nice if
how
she opened
fond
her
you are of
eyes.
them, but let's not cause them any trouble now, alright? Come back here to rest, should you find yourself tired from playing outside.
Mainly talking about the blank that can turn red or blue like a magnet. Oh, what is it called? I've already forgotten the word for it. Alright, so we switched to... Do I have Columbiana? Oh, well, we're not. We can't switch characters in here. Let's go to... Oh, right. Anecdotes. So, Yoimiya, part 2, and then Varka, part 4, I think? Kuvaki, yes, thank you. You can indwell them for certain world gimmicks? Yes. Alright, yeah, Kuvaki. How did I forget that word? Alright, where's Yoimiya? Oh. Oh my gosh. She's not wearing her eye mask. That's so cute. That's so cute.
No way, that's a human. So much of their bodies.
Oh, also, Jua. When I teleport to Mondstadt for the event stuff, remind me to check the names of these two Fatui. Just for my own, you know, whatever. Because I'm pretty sure one of them is Mikhail. But I also just want to know what both of their names are in general. Oh, she's inside Aino's house. They want to double check if there's more than just Yoimiya on the map using the method. Alright, let's see. So if we do this... Oh wait, no. That's... It just says Nod Cry. Was there another way you told me that I'm forgetting yet again? This is the way that I know to do it, is just to zoom out and then, you know, like pan around. I think Kuvaki is the name of the magnetic gimmick of Nodcray and not the flying species. Oh, specifically the flying species. I think those are also Kuhenki. After doing the Yoimiya. Okay, so yeah, it's after doing... Okay, that makes sense.
Big Sis Yoimiya! You're here!
Calling her Big Sis Yoimiya already, huh? Guess that's Big Sis Yoimiya for you.
Hey there, Aino! I came as soon as I got your letter. So how's it going? Is it done? You bet! I finished your order right away. Inappa, help me verify the order.
Affirmative. Retrieving order data. Client Big Sis Yoimiya ordered a custom-made companion gift for children. Order complete. Remarks. To be traded for tricolor dango recipe, launch tube, kite, spinning top, and tamari. Order verification complete.
Everything's right here. Check it out. Satisfaction guaranteed. Oh, let me see. Whoa! This is a pot of fish?
Mikhail. Okay, so it was Mikhail and Lyudmila. Yes, thank you, Jua. Is that Big Sister Yoimiya? I'm taking a guess at things based on like the timing that Annie said certain things. I can kind of figure it out. So I'm gonna assume that's Big Sis or Big Sister Yoimiya. Have seen. I recognize some of those characters. That's for sure. I just I don't know what this says. Yoimiya sis. Big
Yep,
sis
I
Yoimiya.
call it the wibbly wobbly fishy pot. Look,
Oh.
the fish can even wiggle back and forth. Don't they look like they're really swimming in water? Now you won't have to worry about Matsuzaka and the others not being able to keep fish alive. They don't even need to change the water. What do you think? What do you think? Do you like it?
Wow, wow! Fish who landed in a flower pot? That's awesome! I know! How did you come up with something this cool? Matsuzaka, Iwao, and Saika are going to be so excited! I'll say thanks for them first.
Of course! As long as there's sweet stuff involved, framework is easy peasy for me.
That's really awesome. Great job, I know.
You like it too? I made lots because I had enough materials. You can have this one.
Oh, we get one. Nice. Here's to our new friend. Thank you, I know. Should I trade some dessert recipes too? Yeah, I feel like... Nah. Because... she's just giving it. We don't need to trade. No, we don't need to trade recipes. She's just giving it for free, surely. Japanese has separate words for older sister, younger sister, older brother, younger brother, much less ambiguous than English. I'm pretty sure that I know them. I just don't remember them. And you'll say them in chat, and I'll be like, I can't read that. And then you'll use the romaji, and I'll be like, ah, yes, that's correct. Not because you're saying it is, but because I'm like, yep, I remember seeing those now.
No need. Big sis Yoimiya gave me lots of gifts, and she even made me so many toys that I've never seen before.
English is not ambiguous. Our word for older sister is older sister, and our word for younger sister is younger sister, and so on.
I don't quite get how to play with a spinning top, though. Could you teach me one more time, Big sis Yoimiya?
Yo, Beyblades?
No problem at all. I even made a special I know only top spring just for you.
String or spring?
Here, take it. And let's have a spin-off and see whose top can spin longer
And faster. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Yoimiya, but did you say spring or string?
No problem at all. I even made a special I know only top spring just for you.
Kind of hard to tell. It sounds like spring, but it could just be a soft T.
Yay! Loser's gotta help Nefa make crumb cake.
And the winner may continue operating the spinning top while awaiting the completion of aforementioned krumkake.
Yeah, exactly! Hurry up, Big Sis! I practiced a whole bunch yesterday.
Oh, trying to beat me? Not in 100 years.
I know having a lot of fun. Why don't you give it a go, Nefa?
I performed this trial yesterday, following precise calculation of the force, angle, and time necessary to initiate the spinning operation. I have concluded, so long as I apply sustained force, the spinning top will continue rotating indefinitely.
Continue rotating indefinitely, you say?
Affirmative. My spinning top ceased rotation only when Aino and Miss Yoimiya fell asleep on the sofa, and I proceeded to cover them with a blanket.
Oh.
Since then, I have assessed that I remain best utilized performing my designated functions, making krumkake, and reminding Aino and Miss Yoimiya to eat.
Nice. Cobalt, welcome in. Thank you for the check-in. How are you doing today? Simple, just one word for each. No need to write out 13 letters for each word. I remembered older brother is Nissan, right? I don't know if I've got the right word for younger brother, though. I think it's just changing the honorific in my head, but that could be wrong. That's right? Nice. But for some reason, in my head, younger brother is Nitan, and I don't know if that's right. That's something I heard, like, many years ago. So it's really old information that I just happened to surface. Sister... I don't remember at the moment. I'm glad you're good, Cobalt. Yeah, I'm feeling better. Yeah, it's been a good day. It was a long day at work, but it is, today's a good day, I think. This will only need 26 letters instead of 92 symbols, 46 for hiragana and 46 for katakana, and probably more that you don't know yet. There's a whole third alphabet as well, Jua. There's hiragana, katakana, and then just straight up kanji. So there's a lot more than 92.
With that said, Aino's emotional state has taken a significant positive shift following Miss Yoimiya's arrival.
Aw.
Inference. She has established a new friendship. This is most favorable.
That's cute. Alright, and we got the wibbly wobbly fishy pot.
Just you watch. I'm not gonna launch it into the air again.
Again?
It's alright, Aino. No matter how far your top flies, I will always be there to catch it. Also, would you like me to perform a polishing procedure on your spinning top? The impact marks are significant and could interfere with force application.
Whoa! Nappa, you're amazing! You caught the spinning top even after it went flying!
This is just a minor task. If Aino requires more assistance, I can also retrieve the kite at the top of the workshop and recover the tamari stolen by small animals.
Who would have thought? Looks like toys from Inazuma are a hit here and not cry too.
Nice. Alright. So now we check to see if there's another one on the map.
Save me.
Oh boy. Where's... I know. Alright, we have to do this one. I feel like it's not probably as rare as I think, but considering that one time I tried to proc this specific interaction and just Inepa would not show up, I consider it rare. For younger brother, you don't really need an honorific suffix because he's already lower in the hierarchy and the Asians really emphasize on family hierarchy. Okay, that's valid. For younger brother, you can use ototo without needing anything else. Really? Okay, I don't think I've ever heard that word. You were trying to be kind, didn't need to win with the 2,136 regular use or the 50,000 known. Oh gosh. Tiff, welcome in. Thank you for the care package, Tiff. How are you doing? Relaxing okay? Oh yeah, Jua, did you happen to do shoutouts for everyone else and I've just missed it?
Save me.
Thank you for the shoutout to yeah, okay, there's Annie's and there's Tiff.
1 cube or 2.
And then there's Sense. Thank you, Jua, I appreciate that. Wait, I hope you're doing well, Tiff. Alright. We're saving Inefa, who doesn't want to be saved.
What you doing? Oh, hey! Perfect timing. I'm playing a game. Wanna join?
Inefa didn't want to play with you?
Oh no, she did. She loves playing with me. Then where is she?
Points.
Here.
Save me.
Like, it really is concerning how, like, in pain she sounds.
This is Anafa's favorite game. Cling Clang, Aino takes flight. She says it helps expand her horizons and exercise her joints.
How would that help exercise her joints? Also, why is it Aino takes flight and not Inefa takes flight?
But she's calling for help. Oh, that's just for fun. Here, watch this. Inefa, time to go home.
No. I want to keep playing.
It's cute.
Save me.
Let me see, on the map. No, there are no more for anecdotes. So how do we get the next Varka one? I'm going to assume it's probably at the Favonius Keep, but I'll wait just in case. I'm just making the C word as a racial meanwhile Japanese be using that so casually. I'm a little afraid of getting that translated. Same yesterday, interact with Favonius Keep. Okay, nice. Aha. Oh, he's looking for Mika.
Mika? Mika!
Kacha kacha. Isn't that like... Isn't that the Korean, like... Not onomatopoeia, but like the thing to like, you know, like, let's go, or whatever?
Coming, Grandmaster! Take this letter to the Ratnik headquarters. I've included all the specific tasks and required maps inside. This letter is to be delivered to Miss Nefer at the Curatorium of Secrets. You know how to deliver it. This letter is to be delivered to Mondstadt. There's nothing urgent in there. It can wait. Depart immediately and maintain communication using the same methods and frequency as before. Finally, stay safe on the road. Danger pops up, run. Can't run fast enough? Shout for help. And if shouting's not enough, run and shout at the same time.
He's such a good guy. Oh my god.
Yes, Grandmaster.
Oh, that was it. Interesting. Wait, is that a setup for like another one? Wait, there's Varka again. What's going on over here?
Turn left. Turn right.
What's going? It's literally what I just said. What's going on here, Varka?
Oh, just some Knights of Favonius formation drills. These three overdid it last night, so I'm sobering them up. And rooting out the worst offender while I'm at it, whose grand prize will be 20 laps. The Expeditionary Force is allowed to drink liquor, but ground rules stand for when and how much you drink.
I only had a little bit.
Uh-huh, a little bit, sure. You still sound hungover.
Me too.
Yeah, you too, you also sound hungover.
Save the excuses, prove it with your feet. Show me you can nail a picture-perfect parade ground pivot while you're plastered.
Gee, wow, what a tongue twister. Spaghetti, welcome in. No, I do co-op. I just have my co-op turned off for the most part so that I don't get random people joining or trying to join while I'm in the middle of things. But I do co-op not very often, I will say. When there's co-op minigames or when there's actually, what are the other times? I know that there's been like other times I've done co-op. Oh, Stygian. Stygian I open up to co-op whenever I do that. Japanese really add some cheerfulness when an onomatopoeia is said twice. It's a meeting point event. Oh, like the Nefa stuck to the map. Oh, okay, gotcha. Most common in Genshin to use is actually something by the adorable Klee. Ooh, okay, I wonder what that one is. What does Klee say?
Yes, sir.
Lifelm.
Honorary Knight. Feel like helping me get them cleaned up. All you gotta do is keep yelling out drills while singling out whoever's messing up the most.
That's a lot more words than we see here on screen. I've actually got this thing I need to take care of. You know what? Yeah, sure, I'll try my hand.
Right then.
We'll do this real quick and then...
This here is the Honorary Knight, so look alive.
We'll do this real quick. I didn't realize that this was gonna be a whole thing.
Attention, and march.
Oh yeah, Bom Bom Bakudan. Alright, is there more? Okay. Wait, can I not? Oh, scroll. Left turn!
This is bad.
Yeah, no, they've already failed. Right turn! About turn! Egbert,
This is bad.
what are you doing? Alright, I don't know what this... No, I didn't mean to...
Not good.
So what's the... Try to figure out who is the most drunk. About turn.
This is bad.
They all look equally drunk. The two on the right,
Ready?
especially.
Well, Honorary Knight, who's the drunkest of the bunch?
What are their names again? The one in the... I'm gonna say the one in the middle. Also got Seedwin with Fua Fua and Aino with Kacha Kacha. Can't really think of anyone else. Yeah, it's usually the little, like the chibi characters, isn't it?
What? Plastered? I never. Just kinda dizzy.
Uh-huh.
You know what's worse than being drunk? Being drunk and lying about it.
Oh.
20 laps and not one less.
Okay, well, he's not just like all like cheerful, like joking around and tossing drinks back. He actually can be a grandmaster, a proper grandmaster. You make them about turn too much and they can be drunk as hell. Oh, it's me again. Look, the little shields, they're me. Alright. Now back. Oh, wait, hang on. Let me collect these while I'm here. And then we'll go to Mondstadt. Okay, is that... Oh, there's a few more. One more? Okay.
Oh dear, everyone's laundry is still on the line.
Why did it just start
May I
raining?
be excused to fetch it in?
And...
Such fair weather. Why don't we do a bit of sunny work? Oh, what sort of work is that, you ask? Well, anything that makes you feel bright and sunny too.
That was the quickest rain shower I've ever experienced. Okay, Mondstadt. Grandmaster, send this eye to the abyss.
Fair weather.
Soon.
Why don't we
Wait,
do a bit of sunny work?
did we not just...
Oh, what sort of work is that, you ask? Well, anything that makes you feel bright and sunny too.
Alright, we're gonna do some more drink mixing. Running while drunk, someone's getting a heart attack. Want him to explode? I might explode. The weather. Wait, I'm giving Noelle more work? My bad. True, the weather was just being considerate. Alright, there are 6, like we said yesterday. Okay.
Good afternoon, traveler.
Hi, Emily.
I didn't expect the honor of witnessing your harmonizing talents here in Mondstadt.
I was gonna ask here on Vacation or Business, but we've already interacted with her. Here on vacation?
Both, actually.
Okay.
A lady calling herself a mage asked me to
Yep.
come manage her flower shop.
Yep.
At about the same time, the Cat's Tail commissioned me to create a new fragrance for their establishment.
Ooh.
Ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is truly a wonderful reward.
That's really cool that they do mention her in the other minigame as well. Then I'll make sure to pull out all the stops. I'll make you a special surprise.
I have faith in your choice.
Emily is more sensitive to aromas than most people. If I create an unbalanced blend of scents, it might make her uncomfortable. In any case, I should use ingredients with complementary scents, and try to add a dash of Fontaine flavor too. Let's start with the Mondstadt take on a Lumidu's Twilight. Before you say anything, just want to clarify, you're turning 24 very soon. Drink champagne after 2 years sober and your heart rate went up to 90 BPM? Oh my gosh. Also, happy early birthday, Annie. I don't know how soon is very soon, but happy early birthday anyways. But yeah, no, I don't think I've touched a drop of alcohol in quite some time. I don't drink, like, it just doesn't seem appealing to me. Like, I'll drink sometimes, but it's usually a mixed drink because I just cannot stand the taste of alcohol. Though mixed drinks can be very dangerous. There's one that my friend mixed for me one time. It was Dr. Pepper and Jack Daniels, I believe it was. And this particular drink was really dangerous because I was like, I think 2 or 3 glasses in, and I was definitely feeling lightheaded, so I just had to lay down for a bit. Alright, so tea, fermented juice, and mint. He just pinched the ingredients and didn't put them in. Oh, because we're gonna cut it up. That's fair, that makes sense. Small pieces. That doesn't... Wait. Small Oh, it's actually, like, phrased differently? That's so dumb. I thought it was large, medium, small. 1 month and 3 days? Oh, wow, very soon, then. Half the bases here are alcohol, and yet Ether gives Emily none of them. I mean, yeah. I feel like he doesn't want her to get, like you said, she's got a very sensitive palate, so tea is probably a bit more aromatic, I suppose. Don't like alcohol because they make you feel like you have a hard like you have hard of breathing and makes your heart rate spike. Yeah, that's absolutely fair. That's actually kind of scary too. Alright, shake gently. I want to see what the other options do. So far, like, these two have been shake gently. Alright, what kind do we give her? Before I'm not gonna look at the left side. I'm gonna guess what we would give her. Probably not a double-walled glass. It would either be this one, or... I don't know, I really want to use the Tempest glass. I'm gonna say aromatic because I just said the word aromatic before that. Tall glass? Darn it, okay. I wasn't thinking that one would be it. Okay. Personally haven't drunk much, if at all, but you do want to try some sweet drinks one day. The ones that are stereotypically for girls because don't care about stereotypes and you want something that tastes good. Exactly, Jua. High five. I'm right there with you. I want to try Cosmopolitan one of these days. There are also some other ones, like you said, that are like the stereotypically ones that just look really good, and I would love to try them. I just never was inclined to. Every time like I've been presented with the option, I was just never really super inclined. I was like, maybe next time, and then ordered a Dr. Pepper. Coke and rum. Yes, Coke and rum is Cuba Libre. It's I've had it a good number of times, I guess. Cuba Libre, Dr. Pepper and Jack Daniels, and Long Island iced tea are the three mixed drinks that I usually choose from. Love sweet and odd drinks. Heck yeah. Right there with you. Cobalt, you, me, and Ju, if we ever hit up like a bar or whatever, we'll all get Cosmos or just whatever drinks. Gin is eh. Gin doesn't sound... I've never tried gin. It just doesn't sound appealing. Never be ashamed for liking certain cuisines and beverages. The customer's always right in manners and taste. Exactly, Annie. Is this not supposed to be a Lumiduce Twilight? I know it's like a Mondstadt spin. I guess that's why it's a Mondstadt spin, because it's a Mondstadt specific berry. Lumiduce Twilight. I think it should be Valberry Twilight. A refined cocktail from Fontaine that has been described by drinkers as capturing the warm glow of sunset over Lumiduce Harbor. Rumor has it that you can still order this gem from the hidden menu at the Rusty Rudder, though it's rare for the bartender to recreate its original flavor perfectly. That seems to be an ongoing issue in Fontaine, is recreating original flavors.
Care to give this a try, Miss Emily?
Your artistry is truly a pleasure to watch.
Alright, let's see. Just, can we like it immediately and then move on? Like, this is perfect. It's a perfect drink, right? 10 out of 10? Yep, there's a smile.
This tastes like a local variant of a Lumiduce Twilight. Am I right?
You're spot on. You got it right away.
The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, offers quite a welcoming flavor, all the while avoiding potentially discordant aromas.
She's so elegant. I love
Though
it.
in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. I have quite a high tolerance for flavors that stray outside the boundaries of conventional wisdom.
Really? Okay. So this one's probably a bit too traditional. A bit too traditional, huh? Guess you're looking for something more avant-garde?
Your drink was nice, but it would be perfect if you could make one with a little more depth.
Okay.
A cocktail that shows off your unique understanding and enhances my impression of Mondstadt.
Okay. Alright, that's not what I was expecting from Emily. Alrighty. Gin's but you love cocktails. Gin makes you very sleepy. Just gin. Interesting. Gin is... How is gin derived? Is it derived from... It's not derived from wheat, right? Is it derived from rice? No, wait. Gin. Is it derived from... What is it derived from? Me ordering a kid's meal for myself at McDonald's because cannot handle adult portions. Lots of food goes to waste if you order too much for your appetite. And that's absolutely fine. One of my previous girlfriends would order not kids meals, but like very small portions. Like it'd be like not a full like actual like normal portion. I would normally get the normal portions and then like finish off whatever she had, I think. And then, you know, she would just have like the burger or like a handful of nuggets. Stick with hard cider or wine, but really don't like the tipsy feeling anymore. Yeah, that's absolutely understandable. Same, can only handle small amounts of food at a time. Really want to go to Japan one day, though you have heard portion sizes are tiny there in comparison to the USA, except for some specific exceptions like ramen. I've also, there's a channel that I follow, this guy who lives in Japan who does like funny reviews. They're not actual reviews, they're like sort of, what's the word? They're not parodies, but they're just like sort of meme reviews. They're honest reviews, but he says like he adds jokes in there, but very like deadpan. So you almost, if you didn't hear what he was saying, it would just sound like he's just talking. One of my favorite jokes was he was at like a hibachi grill place and he was watching the chef clean the stove or whatever. So they put a rag on there and he said, and some dummy ordered towels. So he made that first, but without laughing. And it just was one of my favorite jokes from it. Anyways, what I was gonna say was he did mention a few times that like the portions are usually a bit smaller, except for like a very small handful of things, like ramen being one of them, I think. I feel like portions in every country are significantly smaller compared to US. Yeah, US, isn't it Texas that has the slogan everything's bigger? You can eat a normal adult portion in a fast food place in the US, but sit down restaurants are basically designed to give you more than you can handle. Good for leftovers though. That's true, and it's like a pros and cons type of thing. Like it's a good and bad thing in my opinion. Gin is juniper and botanicals. Yes, juniper. That's I've not heard the word juniper in a very long time. No one can remember. Maddie, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're feeling better. I didn't get to rejoin the stream earlier. I'm sorry. I got like, I was gonna say I got buried at work, but I really was just distracted the whole time while trying to get work done. But your stream had some really comfy vibes while I was working. How are you doing? In the end, prefer to have too much food and need to take some home over having not enough food and needing to order more. That's actually valid. I agree.
If you need time to mull things over, perhaps you might find inspiration in a little light conversation?
Mull things over, mull verdict. You are feeling better? That's good. I'm glad to hear. It was honestly such a fun stream. Yes, it was. Did you ever get 2,000 fish? I know you stopped at one point to do TCG. So I don't know if you ever swapped back to getting the rest of the fish. Actually, someone remind me. I'm gonna check how many fish I have. I know I don't have near enough. Let's see. What do we want to? Oh, bouquet on the table. Did you buy these flowers just now?
They're part of my reward from the flower shop owner. Important ingredients
Oh,
for
right.
making perfumes. Thanks to these, I was able to complete my commission for the cat's tail.
So these are from Alice. Interesting. You were trying to get the rest of them on stream. I see. Just made progress. Think you made it over 1250. That's still an insane number. But yeah, congrats. What about TCG achievements? Get full really quickly, so you prefer little portions, and if you're not full enough, you can try filling up with desserts. Also valid. Then again, needing to order more food probably is good for you because it gives you time to digest what you've already eaten and actually feel more full, causing you to eat less. See, there's like really good arguments for both sides.
I studied Mondstadt's Cecilia flowers many years ago. In fact, the fragrance of Cecilia in certain fields has become synonymous with Mondstadt itself.
Ooh, also, Maddie, can you send me, I forgot the name of the artist that you had said earlier for your playlist. Can you send me either the name of the person or just like the playlist itself, or you know, anything like that in like a Twitch whisper or something? I'd love to check it out. For DCG, you're working on the achievements to get 150k lucky coins and you're only about 7,000 off. Oh, that's, I thought you were gonna say you're only 7,000 in, but 7,000 off from 150k? That's insane. That's, yeah, no, you're almost there. Your dessert generally consists of fruit. Fruit can be a dessert. Absolutely.
However, this is a special case. Some cats are quite averse to the scent of Cecilia, and we need to be particularly mindful of their preferences.
Have a sweet tooth and would go get so many desserts. Juo, if we ever meet up, we're gonna go to like a really fancy dessert place. As long as I have vegan options. Man, I miss like actual, like I miss like regular things. Even though like I was still technically allergic to them at the time, probably, I still miss like regular chocolate, regular ice cream, cheesecake. Cheesecake is one of my favorite. Okay, you guys, I think I've mentioned this before. Do you want to hear my favorite appetizer and my favorite dessert? Favorite appetizer is cheese sticks, mozzarella sticks, and my favorite dessert is cheesecake. And it's so painful to not be able to have them. I haven't had good cheese or a good mozzarella sticks. I had a decent-ish cheesecake a little while ago, but I miss just actual ones. Sweet Tooth works for fruits as well. Do you prefer the unhealthy stuff, but fruit helps state when you're trying to pretend to be healthy? You know, that's fair. Most of the songs were by Forrest Frank. His music's such a vibe. It was a really good vibe. It kind of deviated from like the genre, like the type of music I would normally listen to, but it was really good to like have as background music while I was working. I did like it. Cheesecake, yes, I miss cheesecake so much. Fruits are generally the dessert of Asian countries. Yes, we've completely, it's fine. Like, chatting's fine. Though I know that like there are 6 of these and then a combat event and then Spiral Abyss. So I'll try to be good. So what did you use for your aroma this time? Which flower did you use instead?
Windwheel aster.
Ooh.
The various parts of the windwheel aster plant can be ground into a powder to extract their essences. I then blended the scents from its petals and leaves. The result carries the intoxicating sweetness of mead, while still emphasizing the fresh notes contained within the flower's stems and leaves.
Oh, nice. And Bark, welcome in. Dialogue simulator, but actually kind of fun. Yes, it is. Welcome in. How are you doing, Bark? Never go to a dessert place with no one because cheesecake is also your favorite and you feel so awkward eating in front of him. I don't feel awkward at all. Just let me, let me enjoy just being there in its presence. No, I would absolutely not feel bad. Tired but work? I see. Hope your shift goes well. Developed lactose intolerance so you can no longer have mozzarella sticks, unfortunately. You liked it as a kid. No, sad. I'm sorry, Annie.
I just took it for a little trial run at the cat's tail, and the cats seemed to really like it, while the clients themselves found it comforting and invigorating.
Developing an allergy or an intolerance it really sucks that biology just does that sometimes.
Extracting exquisite fragrances from ordinary overlooked ingredients? Oh, that's what truly brings me joy.
Okay, how about work progress? How's everything been with your perfumery lately?
Oh, thank you for asking. It's been going well, though this trip to Mondstadt has presented some unexpected challenges.
Oh.
When I first got here, I was relying on a copy of An Overview of Aromatic Substances and the Human Senses to identify promising local ingredients from the Mondstadt region. To my surprise, my trial fragrance, which used Valberry as the primary note, proved far too sweet in the context of a tavern, relaxing people so much that they ended up feeling drowsy. The bartender with the beautiful ears, for instance, fell asleep right at the bar.
I'm sorry, the bartender with the beautiful ears? What do you mean the beautiful ears? I think we should go take a look at the bartender. What does that even mean? Oh, Diona! I was thinking, what's his name, Charles? Yeah, Diona. I was thinking from Angel's Share. It's like Emily. That's a interesting way to describe a grown man. Oh, congrats. No, it's okay, Maddie. It's just, it's a little mini game. Congrats, you found one of the top number redacted male names. Charles. Is it actually Charles? I couldn't remember, but that's so funny. Most people become lactose intolerant from just not consuming dairy. Really? I feel like it goes both ways then. Like, you can develop it by not consuming dairy and by consuming too much and your body trying to fight it. I'm pretty sure that's how I developed my allergy. Not my intolerance. I don't have an intolerance to it. I'm just straight up allergic. Ever developed lactose intolerance would literally die. So many of the dishes you love have cheese in some way. might have been the thing that happened to you. No, man, I'm sorry, Annie. You think it is? I think it is too. It sounds about right. And in fact, I think it's because Varka keeps mentioning Charles. Redacted middle names. The more you consume dairy, you stimulate the body to produce proteins which break down lactase. Lactase. Or whatever the thing is. But when you swap dairy milk to oat, coconut, etc. milk, and stop eating cheese, your body stops producing protein. Interesting. I feel like the way that I developed my allergy, because I used to eat the two things that I'm allergic to now, I used to eat for breakfast all the time growing up. Eggs and milk. And maybe I've just been allergic to it my entire life, and it just didn't bother me as much, or I didn't either I didn't complain about it as much, or people didn't really take me seriously. I don't know. But those were my staple foods growing up, and now I'm allergic to them. And I think if it was a developed allergy, it's because maybe I had like a bad batch or something, and the body sent, like, it created the antibodies or whatever to try and fight it, and now it's just fighting it's just producing those white blood cells to attack any egg or milk that enters my system. Charles. Still allergic to eggs, fortunately, would die if you... Yeah, no, like, just be allergic to one, not both. I never knew Valberries could have that effect. I guess that means Valberry perfume is off the table.
Let's just say that sweetness isn't always a case of the more the merrier. Maintaining an appropriate balance is beneficial for both body and mind.
This is a reminder that potato sweats are not real and pineapple is not spicy. Love egg dishes so much, and eggs could be cooked in so many different ways. It's basically a way of life. Yes, I miss scrambled eggs. No, I do miss scrambled eggs, but I also just miss straight up sunny side up eggs. Like, oh my gosh, actually wait, sunny side up, scrambled. I don't know if I've ever had a poached egg. Hard boiled's also good. I never got to try it like made with a sous vide. That's something like that. I've discovered the sous vide after I discovered my allergies, I think. So I never got a chance to do that. It's why so many typically white people aren't lactose intolerant compared to other predominantly non-white countries, because they stopped consuming milk at an early age. Interesting. Just made Mayak eggs and the only thing you lacked was garlic. I don't know what Mayak eggs are.
Even in daily life, I rarely eat sweet food, and I try to avoid fruits like berries that have a high sugar content.
I like we're all here talking about like sweet food and stuff, and she's like, I rarely eat sweet food.
In the end,
welcome to the convo, Emily.
I eliminated Valberry as an ingredient and turned instead to Windwheel Aster, with some success, I might add.
Okay, so she doesn't really care for Valberries. Incorporate Windwheel Aster's oversweet Valberries. The sweetness of Valberries has added a few complications to Emily's work. Emily believes that too much sweetness may not be a good thing for the human body. Valberries are also used in a Lumidu's Twilight. Perhaps I better swap them for something else. Emily created a new fragrance using Windwheel Aster, and apparently it was quite successful. But what's the best way to incorporate the scent of Windwheel Aster? Probably as a garnish? I don't know. I keep thinking like as a little pinwheel garnish, but maybe to actually use it as an ingredient. I don't know. We don't need to incorporate it just yet. Actually, let's try it. Trigger? Nope. Okay. Bright and clear sky. Looks left, looks right, looks up. That looked so awkward for Traveler. It just looked like he was like, nice weather we're having. Hubby is allergic to eggs, son is allergic to milk, allergic to tree nuts, and so is younger son. Oh, you guys have to stay away from a lot of things, don't you? It's hard-boiled egg marinated in a soy sauce mix that gives an umami taste later on when served, and it's meant to be served cold on hot rice. Oh, that actually sounds really good though. And you have celiac, you have a fun family dinners. Oh no, that sounds so rough. I'm sorry, Orchid. I didn't actually read the line. What was it? The weather's nice today. So this is what it feels like to start a conversation with a classic icebreaker.
It really is. A while earlier, I watched
He was
a
awkward.
whole run of fair weather clouds float by. fluffy as pillows.
Oh,
It's not overly humid either, and the wind is gentle too. In such conditions, one's sense of smell is heightened, but not to an excessive degree. When scents are blended well, they naturally combine with the ambient context, leaving particularly powerful impressions.
I never realized scents were so affected by the weather. I've never heard that before. How fascinating.
It seems something similar is true for mixology. As long as you choose a base of appropriate strength, the various flavors will blend seamlessly together.
Emily carrying the conversation on her back here.
When mixed properly, all the ingredients work as one to create a most wonderful symphony for your taste buds.
I see. So the combination of flavors is key. You prefer flavors that blend together harmoniously.
Yes, that's it. Now I think about it, layering distinct flavors doesn't really suit my personal preferences.
Okay. So, mix more thoroughly. We went from talking about the weather to the best way to blend scents. Emily prefers single, seamlessly integrated scents rather than those with distinct layers. In which case, I'll need to blend each ingredient together thoroughly in her drink. I should shake it a lot harder to make sure the flavors don't separate. Aha! Process the petals further. Windwheel Aster seemed like a good choice. To make sure everything blends into one, I could try finely chopping the petals and spreading them across the top. Last one. Usual hobbies and interests. What do you usually drink?
Usually, after work, my friends from the Maison Gardiennage sometimes treat me to a few drinks. I usually stick to fruit tea. That way, I can get straight back to work after our gatherings.
That makes sense.
If it's before a holiday and my friends are in high spirits, I sometimes order a small glass of sparkling fruit wine.
Okay.
There was an officer named Terena who used to treat me to aged Corte wine. But since she was transferred to the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, we haven't had the chance.
I think isn't Terena the one from the events? I think Terena was the one from the events. And I think she's also the one that had the crush on the one guy. Or wait, did he have the crush on her? No, she had the crush on him, I think. I forget. Developed allergies to crustaceans, not all shellfish, not allergic to mollusks. Get swelling and diarrhea if you ingest even a small amount, and cross-contamination. Miss deep fried shrimp balls and battered shrimp. That's so rough. I'm sorry, Annie. I love shrimp and what's the other thing? Oysters, I think it is. That reminds me of that one receipt on the internet from a Chinese place that says, no ging shrimp or he die. Uncensored in the receipt. Wait, that's insane. That's exactly the thing that happens. Oh no. Oh, so you do drink alcohol sometimes. I was worried it might overstimulate your senses.
In the world of science, high-proof alcohol is a widely used solvent. I've grown well accustomed to the smell of it by now.
Valid.
Besides, when I'm slightly tipsy, my state of mind changes, which in turn alters my approach to perfumes. It doesn't matter if the result is good or bad, it's all about trying something new.
Okay, interesting approach. Also, Jua just sent it to me. A responsible restaurant service. Nice.
So I don't mind drinks with just a little bit of alcohol, but I don't like anything too strong.
I don't know if that's already posted in what's it called, the memes channel, but I think that should be shared. If you're still live in 2 hours and 15 minutes, be back. If not, enjoy the event. I think that's about when we'll end, actually. Bark, I'm so sorry. But thank you, I appreciate it. Hope the rest of your shift goes well. Light liquor won't leave you drunk. Emily enjoys fruit tea, but she also occasionally drinks alcohol to get a little bit tipsy and spark her inspiration. So I guess I can add a dash of light wine to the base? Perhaps something fruity? Okay. We have all of the, come on, let's get out of this, there we go. Start mixing, let's go. I think I know how to improve your drink. Please bear with me a second while I update the recipe.
Just from our brief chat, you've already formulated a new concoction. Perhaps you possess a natural talent for this kind of creative work.
I mean, apparently. I guess after we're done saving Savat for the 10th time, we can just retire as a bartender or something. You just put it there, actually? Nice. Alright, so we're swapping... Oh, we can add more things. So, okay, tea and fruit wine, fermented juice, and chopped petals. Has that always been there? I don't think that option's always been there, has it? No, it hasn't, because cocoa used to be right here. Although I think there used to be 2 at the bottom. We'll do small bits. And then this is, okay, properly or vigorously. Let's do vigorously. I want to see what this looks like. I feel like it's not too different. Okay, double-walled glass. Love the bartending minigame, yet makes you think. Yes, true. Welcome in, Arsenal. How are you doing? Ether is a good chef and a bartender, and he cooks dishes in an instant in bulk. He could open a full restaurant by himself. He really could. And Paimon takes the orders. Any garnish except right, except Valkyrie. We'll do lampgrass. I feel like this is very Emily coded. Lampgrass. Lumidu's Twilight Special Blend. Based on a Lumidu's Twilight, this novel cocktail was concocted specifically for Emily. The perfumer from Fontaine told you that excessive sweetness makes people drowsy, and she prefers to enjoy it just a slight touch of tipsiness. Clearly, knocking a guest out at the bar isn't a bartender's main goal. On days of gentle wind and clear skies, heightened senses can amplify the flavor of a perfectly harmonious drink. Inspired by the art of fragrance, you developed this subtle, elegant masterpiece. Good, glad to hear. Excuse me, glad to hear, Arsenal. Paimon would eat the order before they get to the customers.
Here you go. A new and improved, Emily-inspired Lumidu's Twilight. I haven't come up with a name for it yet.
I don't know. We could call it Clear Skies.
The colors are cooler and more refreshing.
Or just whatever she decides to call
and
it.
The fragrance is delightfully subtle to match. Are these bright specks on the surface the crushed petals and leaves of windwheel asters?
Yes, you clearly know your stuff. It's the floral symbol of Mondstadt.
I'm sure it must taste wonderful. Let me try. In the language of flowers, the windwheel aster represents the visible winds. Your cocktail not only captures their form, but also the fragrance they carry. Therefore, I suggest you call this drink Windborne Bouquet.
Okay, I guess that's what we're calling it now.
The winds and clouds of Mondstadt swirl together in the glass, leaving behind enchanting traces of fragrance.
A perfect name from a master of perfume. Elegant and full of style.
Really? Oh, perhaps it's just a habit of my profession. I'm glad you like it. Now it's time to slowly savor this masterpiece. Thank you so much. This trip to Mondstadt has been so rewarding. This is the most memorable cocktail I've ever had. Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to recreate this moment as both a fragrance and a perfume.
I'm honored. That's so exciting to hear.
Once I've perfected the recipes, I hope you'll do me the honor of being the first customer to experience these new products. Until then, I look forward to seeing you in the Court of Fontaine.
Angie, welcome in. Yes, I did see the video, Angie. Congrats on the polls. What did I like made a comment to Jua. Oh, what was it? Oh, because you got Jean as well, so it was like you got both Grandmaster and Acting Grandmaster. Poison, welcome in. How are you doing? Yes, oh, thank you, Jua. I should read all of chat before I like try to just Yes. Thank you for the shout out to Poison. How are you doing? How was your Minecraft stream? Wait, oh, hang on. How do I go up? How do I get to the chat? Thank you. Jua, did you already also give you gave shoutouts earlier? I don't remember if we gave Maddie a shout out. Here, let me do that as well. And then I think Angie. No, who was it? It was Bark. It was Bark. Yes, no problem, Maddie. Is that the same stream, Bark, or did you stream since we last spoke? Oh wait, no, Bark's gone. Right, Bark's at work. Had to uninstall everything didn't need on your internal just for Arknight's update. Oh no. It was a big update. I know they had like, well, I also only heard like the update had just come out or something. I'm not too familiar with Arknights, I'm not gonna lie. It looks really good, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, it doesn't seem like a game that I'll be able to stick with, and I would hate to do that to another game. So I'm just going to appreciate the art and the people who do play it and stream it. Alright, do we have enough? Oh wait, how much do we have? It won't tell us here. Wait, I saw Claymore. Noelle? No, okay, that's...
So you're looking after the drink stand now. If I'd known sooner, I would have stopped by this morning.
I know a little bit about this. Not much, but I know a little bit about this specific interaction. Our news list, are you gonna forget them a few times before finally sticks? No worries, Jua. Do you have an actual list that you keep for that? Genshin was more of the issue, it's so long. Yeah, no, Genshin's a very big game. I'm trying to convince someone to play specifically for Varka. And so they haven't like gotten back to me fully, but I mentioned that they probably want to leave it installing overnight because it's such a big game. Gonna hop off soon because free period, because it's meant to be at an excursion, but didn't go because you'd rather study. Good for you though, Annie. I applaud that. Since your class, you're gone for the excursion, have a period free. Nice, nice. But yeah, no worries. Thanks for hanging out, Angie. Whenever you have to go, I appreciate you always popping in. Just finished updating it yourself. Oh, I didn't know you played Arknights as well, Maddie. 118 gigs just for Genshin. It is a very big game. Just if you recognize, gotcha. When you had to install Genshin on your new PC recently, that did take forever. Yup. When I had to update it, like, I had it on my phone, but it was super out of date. And so one day I was just trying to do dailies, I think, or something. But it was so out of date, so it took forever just for the update on my phone. I think the phone version of Genshin's considerably smaller, isn't it? Thanks for your support. Anytime you need a drink, I'm here to serve.
I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I've heard a lot about your mixology skills. I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients Glenfiddia has prepared.
You seem busy. You've been working extra hard lately, haven't you?
I don't have much of a choice. It's just one thing after another right now. First off, the Knights of Favonia's annual combat assessment is coming up. And this year, the standards are higher than ever.
Currently gonna start saving money for a terabyte hard drive. Nice. It's a good investment, I will say. Been playing it casually, have another friend playing it, and think that's the only reason you're still interested in it. That's fair. I only know one person specifically who plays it, but they haven't convinced me to play it. They just sort of tried it. I don't even think they really stuck with it. They were kind of like me, where it's a game that's nice to look at, but it just didn't capture their attention very much. I would maybe consider trying it, but I definitely think I need someone to like to keep me focused on it. Phone version is smaller. Looking for a 4 terabyte hard drive. Ooh, that would be a very good investment, especially for someone who plays a lot of games. Eula deserves more stories. You know what? I agree. I'll agree with that.
As the captain of the reconnaissance company, I have to lead by example. At the very least, I need to rank as one of the top 3 captains in the practical portion.
Lawyer Cheese, welcome in. How are you doing? That's a crazy name. We were just talking about Cheese earlier. Circle, yes. How are you doing? Arknights is played for a week straight, ignoring all other games when you started playing. More Drunk Varka content win. True. Like every time we've seen him, he's got like a non-alcoholic drink for some reason. First time we saw him drunk was when he tried to bring back Columbina. Oh yeah, that's right. I guess there are like a very small number of times we've seen Drunk Varka or Tipsy Varka. Eula's is so funny. I know a tiny bit, so I'm waiting to, I haven't like I've saw like videos where they like the title kind of gave it away, but I didn't watch the videos, so the interaction will be brand new to me. Careful, Lawyer to the circle may be allergic to you. Good, how about you? I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Impossible? Well, nope, it's very possible. I am allergic to cheese. I'm allergic to dairy and eggs. And now there's an update, so you worry about keeping up on other gachas. Yeah, there are... It's funny, for like people who are gacha players, it's like a very consistent thing, right? It's like, alright, we go from this one to this one. Like we go Genshin, then Star Rail, then Wuwa, then I guess Arknights, and what am I missing? Honkai. Honkai 3rd. Well, actually, is that even like relevant anymore? Do people still play 3rd? I know they played Star Rail, but I don't know if people still play 3rd.
So, I've been intensifying my training lately.
How are you allergic to everything good? You tell me and then we'll both know. It's just a biology fail, I think. With how many gacha games you play, a 4 terabyte hard drive will be a perfect investment. No, absolutely. 100% agree. So that's your style, huh? It's my first time seeing this side of you as a captain.
Being a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. I'll have you know I've never once neglected my duties.
I believe you 100%, Eula. I don't doubt you at all.
Anyway, on top of all that, my duel with Miss Clorand required a lot of focus and energy.
So I guess there's like a timeline of when we should be doing these minigames for once, because if we had done this one before the Spot the Difference, this wouldn't have made sense.
Learning how to turn defense into attack and seize the initiative when facing a combined assault from sword and musket. Even now, I'm still chewing through the details. But in the end, the exchange went well, and both parties learned a great deal. Never mind writing reports from 6 different perspectives. I feel like there's enough worth mentioning to write 24 of the things.
Condolences, thank you, and welcome back, Ironav. How are you doing? It's good to see you again. Heard 3rd is stuck in limbo. Now that its story is complete. Oh, is it complete? I didn't know. I thought it had gotten an update a little while ago, but it might have just been like an update, like a revamp, not like an actual story update. Blue hair lady is lame. What do you mean she's lame? She's not that bad. Play Honkai Star Rail, Wuwa, Genshin, Arknights, and Zenless. That's the one I was forgetting. Saw that return to Infinity Nikki every now and then. Oh, that's right. Didn't they like go through a big like overhaul of how the game's actually played? I think you were the one who told me that, Poison. So I told you to do the Spot the Difference first, specifically for this interaction. Really? Okay. Well, I mean, it was still... There's also the Emily thing too, I think, but that's a little less on the nose, I suppose. This and one more, but you'll see that later. Ooh, okay. Sounds like you could do with a very stiff drink. Something to replenish your energy. Yeah, no, we'll very stiff drink indeed.
Oh, I sure could. Anything that'll perk me up would be welcome. I'll leave the details to you.
Or vengeance will be yours. Yo, thank you for the follow, Lawyer Cheese. And we hit our follow goal again. We actually hit it yesterday, and then there was an unfollow. So thank you for helping us reach it again. They full rewrote the story, not the rework of... Oh gosh, okay. Been doing well, cortisol is all high, but in your absence, there's maybe a good news of Mayhaps able to graduate uni soon. Yo, nice. Get that knowledge. I'm sorry the cortisol's been high. Hope you can find some chill, non-stressful things. Hopefully you are able to just chill and be comfy here. Even if it's just like a little bit of a reprieve. If you remember correctly, Infinity Nikki had a major controversy that led to half of its player base leaving. I think I vaguely heard something like that too. Emily Spot the Difference actually came out after her drink interaction. Wait, really? But that one was not as important of an order. Wait. No, I thought the Spot the Difference... Because in the Spot the Difference, she mentioned that Alice would give her the flowers if she did her thing there. Or wait, no. No, you might be right. Never mind. Yeah, you're probably right. Still in the middle of thesis stuff. Ooh, good luck with the thesis. That's a huge deal. They drew you back in every now and then, but don't care about the story anymore. That's valid. Like, I know there are some games that are kind of like that. Alright, how do we make a stiff drink for Eula Lawrence? Okay, so fruit wine, fizzy water, and wolf hooks? Oh, that's not the right thing. I would like to unselect. Okay, so fruit wine, fizzy water, and wolf hooks. Is this really a stiff drink? Small bits. Firewater. Emily was in stage 2 of Spot the Difference, which came out on day 3, whereas her drink is day 2, which came out on, or drink 2, which came out on day 2. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, that's fair. Alright. Oh, now we're doing... When are we doing this one? It was slightly disorienting that time. Okay. Aromatic goblet. I think Nikki got bad because of the gacha stuff. The devs got greedy. Too greedy. Yeah, when the devs get greedy, then things start to go downhill. Star salt. Just remember the fun fact about Alice. She destroyed favorite winged dragon's home just to make it look more like ruins for Klee's project. What? That's crazy. Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the fire-water attacked. This special cocktail was inspired by the stunning vistas over Cider Lake beneath the starry sky. Both its color and the flavor hint at a refreshing nature, but those with a lighter tolerance should be careful of its lingering kick.
One twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
What in the TikTok screen rotation was a shaking animation? It was a shaking animation. Speaking of that, anyone else saw the new Avatar announcement? I did! The grown-up one? Like the one like the, what's it called? The time skip. Is the ad done? Okay, the ad's done. Arsenal. What? So, wait. We're talking about Storm Terror's lair, right? I was wondering what that was, but it's literally just fire water in this game. Thought it was something like a fiery drink. I mean, it's called fire water, but it's an alcoholic beverage that's supposed to be really, like, I think it's called that because the sensation it gives you is like very warming and I think kind of hot. Lingering kick. Avatar Shippuden. Storm Terror's Lair. She made Storm Terror's Lair look more like ruins.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Well then, I'll make sure to savor this thoroughly.
Can she not handle her alcohol? I guess let's find out.
Huh. Not bad. Sweet and tingly, with a delightful airiness. The fizzy water really brings it to life. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor. But just one glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about something with a bit more bite?
Huh. Not strong enough for you? Looking for something with a more of a kick?
Don't hold back.
Oh
You don't
boy.
need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks.
Let's chat while I decide. Just making it stronger won't cut it. I need to rewrite the recipe from scratch.
Works for me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight, so I'm free to catch up and try your new creations at my leisure.
The controversy was the fact that they added a whole dyeing mechanic to dye outfits. The issue is the stuff for dyeing is incredibly hard to get free to play. You basically have to wait for an update to dye any 5 stars or spend money, and even then you could only get half of a 5-star outfit on top of that. And they started adding more of their 5-star outfits, so instead of needing 7 or 10 pieces for a full outfit, it's 11 to 13. Adding 1 to 3 more pieces that you can't even see to complete an outfit. That's crazy. Like, from like a developer standpoint. From a mechanic standpoint, or like, you know, like specifically game-wise, I have no clue. But from a developer standpoint, why would you do that to your player base? The structural integrity of Decorabian's lair, or Decorabian's ruins, are apparently quite sturdy despite their age, remaining in rather good condition in the 2600 years since its fall. Alice destroyed several arcades inside the tower to make it easier to climb, and the tower has remained stable despite that. She upped her alcohol tolerance, huh? I don't know if she's upped it or if she's... Let's find out. Let's try to get her drunk. Let's see what happens. Here's a quote from her travel guide. The ruins of the domain of this cruel king, who once tried to control his people's lives and are now utterly deserted. I blew up a few arcades so people can climb up the tower more easily. Looks quite good to me. The ruin feels more ancient now. Okay, there's only 3, so that's good. How about the drink on the table? I'm just wondering, that bottle you're carrying, is it imported fruit juice? It looks Fontanian.
That's right. The merchant I got it from called it Romaritime flower fruit extract. It has a very unique smell. Here, have a bottle.
A whole bottle? Okay, first of all, I'm proud of myself for being able to call that being Fontanian. To just a whole actual bottle? Have you been drinking a lot of this lately? Why carry it around?
Oh, it's a necessary courtesy.
Oh.
In that book Miss Magistus lent me, The Blade Dancer, 20 years on, it says, after a duel, a Fontanian swordsman will politely invite their defeated opponents to a banquet.
That makes sense. Clorand gave it to her then. Okay, I see. Remember Eula is of noble blood, so she has to know how to handle a drink. Doesn't mean that she can be... It doesn't mean that she'll be good at it, though. Isn't Romaritime bitter? I don't remember. I don't remember if they've described the taste or, like, the whatever of Romaritime flowers.
To properly play host to Miss Clorand, I searched for quite some time to locate a rare goods merchant in Dorman Port who sold this juice.
That's the second Dorman Port reference we've gotten this event. Sounds like something out of a story.
I had my doubts at first, too. But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really exist, following it still shows I've made an effort to understand Fontaine's cultural heritage.
That's true.
Besides, who doesn't like trying new things, right? When I gave it to her at our post-training banquet, Miss Clorand really did enjoy this juice.
Unusual juice. If you remember correctly, they said it was so strong, it's almost the equivalent of dandelion wine. Really? I would never have thought dandelion wine would be strong, though, to be fair. Like, it sounds, by the name, like it would be either really light or kind of just sweet. I don't know. Their outfits have their own special abilities that's just for that outfit, so getting it is already really hard, and basically because they added that, you can only get 1 complete 5-star outfit as a free-to-play for a whole patch. And they run 2 5-star outfits, so unless you skip a ton of them, or you spend money, you can only get 1 5-star, and you have to pick what ability you want. That's so crazy. Why do they think that works? Does it work? I don't know. Apparently it works well enough for them to keep doing it. How about eating on duty? What do you usually eat when you're busy?
If you want to know what I've been eating recently,
I'd better start by mentioning the logistics company's latest revolution. They
Oh,
launched a diet improvement initiative and started distributing a form of standardized canned food to knights operating in the wilderness. In the past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime, we had to set up pots and campfires, roll dice to choose a cook, and take turns standing guard. In all honesty, it was a bit of a hassle. Now we just need to bring our standard field rations, comprising of 5 cans and 9 paper packages. We can heat the cans by the campfire, and then we're ready to eat.
that sounds like a lot of rations to me. Don't forget a light drink in Genshin is the equivalent of hard liquor. MREs, they just created MREs. Well, we have Sucrose's invention, the NRE, the nutrition ready to eat. Okay, guys, no need to gaslight Noel that much. Just because Eula isn't drunk after a single drink doesn't mean she has a high alcohol tolerance. It was also not like a super heavy drink, I don't think. Again, maybe that was their intention, but it didn't seem like a heavy drink. Or stiff drink, I don't know. I actually don't know what stiff refers to other than just like a lot of alcohol. I don't know if it has any like whatever. Anyways, sounds pretty convenient.
You did say sounds like, right? Our canned food supplier has quite the stellar reputation, and their regular meals are indeed quite good.
But
The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, they have to make their military-grade meals way too salty.
yeah, okay, that's fair.
The vice captain of the 5th Company, who has a somewhat dry sense of humor, went so far as to say, this food's bad enough to bring down the wrath of Li Yue's stove god.
Oh.
In any case, after eating it for a week, my taste buds have gone completely numb.
Oh no. Is it really that bad? Someone should be held to account. Is it really that bad though?
You can hardly blame the logistics company. After all, it is hard to please everyone. Our feedback has already been submitted, and they should be working on fixing the issue.
That's true. During her story quest, she did get heavily drunk. I do vaguely remember that. Fruit wine is pretty light on alcohol canonically, while firewater is the heavy on alcohol choice. I see. Didn't care about the greediness or the pain of it. The only reason you dropped the game was because at the same time, they started doing that. They fully rewrote the whole story. Signed up for the 1.0 story, and once they changed it, you lost all interest. Yeah, no, it's like, this is not what you signed up for. This is not what got you interested. I understand that. The only reason you went back was for their 1-year anniversary because they were giving out 2 free 5-star outfits, and you love their outfits, so you wanted to get them. I see. I mean, yeah, that's fair. It's like, if I played Genshin because of the story that we have so far, and I was a new player, and then all of a sudden they just changed it completely, I can understand, like, that being a huge, like something to turn a lot of people away, you know?
Of course, having fresh meals prepared in camp by a dedicated company chef is still the best option.
Alright, and then the distant snow mountain. It's been a while since we last saw each other. Have you been stationed near Dragonspine this whole time?
Yes, I have. For a while, the situation there was difficult. A gang of outlaw engineers was messing about with some sort of mechanism control technology, attempting to manipulate ruin graders so they could rob merchant caravans.
Oh gosh.
To make matters worse, several veteran knights who had been stationed at Dorman Port were transferred to my squad, and they weren't happy to be taking orders from that Lawrence girl.
Ooh.
Leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow, with no fires to keep us warm, before we finally located the enemy's stronghold.
3 weeks without fire?
Those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled battle mechs. Fortunately, the battle went our way, and they had no choice but to acknowledge my abilities.
I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
Me? I'm completely fine. But thank you for your concern. It was mentally tiring for sure, but fortunately, the operation wore them down far more than it did me. They won't be questioning my authority again anytime soon.
According to what Gordon Ramsay said in one of his shows, adding too much salt basically takes away any flavor, making anything bland and extract the water from your taste buds. Yeah, salt is a desiccant. which means it pulls moisture away from things. Which is why it's really good for a gargle when you're trying to clear your throat. A salt water, like a warm salt water rinse. It's also why it's really good for preserving food. That's one of the reasons anyways. But yeah, they 100% fully screwed over their community, and playing it is like a chore every patch for many. But the Nikki fandom from the previous games keep the game running, but the reviews plummeted on app stores. That's, yeah, nope, I don't know what they expected, but that sounds about right. By the way, we'll say there's some alternate dialogue if Clorand and Eula were not seen in the spot the difference yet, but it's basically her discussing having to meet a champion duelist for a swordsmanship exchange and needing to prepare for that. Interesting. Does it mean that there's alternate dialogue for the actual spot the difference interaction then?
If any new recruits try to make
Or
my
no?
life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. I guess you could call them a permanent solution, huh?
Nice. Alright, that's all the clues. Restoration required. Do we actually need to read through these? It's just gonna give us the ingredient, or the new recipe anyways. Eula probably hasn't had time to fully recover. To help Eula replenish her strength, can replace the cool tasting wolf oaks with some warm cocoa. Okay. Eula had some special maritime flower fruit extract with her, and she gave me a bottle to keep. She really likes the fresh fruity flavor. I could probably find a way to incorporate it into her drink. This latest experience seems to be something worth remembering for Eula. I should find a way to reflect that in her drink. I can probably tease out some threads of inspiration from our discussions and then try to piece them all together. Too many cans of salted food. Eula brought up the canned rations she's been issued with recently. Apparently they're so salty they've left her taste buds numb. So we don't want to use the salt, the star salt, the salt star, whatever we used on her drink the first time. With that in mind, I should probably remove star salt from the mix. If Eula sees a coating of salt on the rim of her glass, it might make her feel faint. Alright, a memorable experience. Let's try that with restoration, maybe? Nope. Okay, then it's the unusual juice. Understanding their thoughts on the duel. Every region has its own signature flavors, and the sword techniques of Mondstadt and Fontaine have their own distinct character too. I need to find out what Eula thinks. Maybe I should chat with her some more. Do we need to though? Oh, okay. I guess there is another one. Unlocked requirements 3 of 5? Okay, sparring mindset. How do you feel after your contest? Remember correctly, there's only one champion duelist that we know of in Fontaine, or that we know in Fontaine. I believe so. Well, that we know, but I think there are, like, only a small number, if there are more than just, Clorand. Also, the store, you swear, they 100% only changed because they added co-op and needed it to make sense in the story. That's wild. Wait, oh, the game, not store. That's wild. So only in store because they added co-op. That's... What did they change though? Like, wait, oh no, hang on. My brain is still like in the first version of the sentence. Let me reread the second version. They 100% only changed the story because they added co-op and needed it to make sense. That's still crazy though. They just adjusted this one to be either before or after and made the spot the difference a fixed point in time. Okay, yeah, I figured. For example, here, if not met Clorand and Eula in Echoes of Memory 1, Starfall Lake prior to this interaction, how are you feeling about your upcoming contest? Oh my. To be honest, I'm eager to begin, but also a little nervous. Don't forget, some of the collectibles are bugged to appear on the map, which confuses you how many you have collected. This sounds like not a great developer team on this game, what the heck?
Oh my. To be honest, before we crossed swords, I was feeling eager, but also a little nervous.
So, it's the exact same line except for this part.
Miss Clorand's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. In the library, there are some old Fontainian newspapers from hundreds of years ago that give some idea of how formidable an organization it was. A more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Clorand was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her sword.
So that's not the Steambird, because the Steambird doesn't put out tabloid garbage like that.
Certainly, from my own experiences, Miss Cloran's abilities more than match those descriptions.
I'm not saying that it's like not a good analogy or a good description of her, but if a newspaper's claiming that, we know it's not the Steambird. Such a historic showdown deserves an extra special cocktail. Should we commemorate it with a sword-themed drink?
Incorporating elements of swordsmanship into a drink? Huh. Certainly a creative idea, I'll give you that.
To be fair, our favorite news reporter was probably debunked faster than you can say heavenly nail. Wait, what do you mean debunked? There's some more changes than that, but they all care about the same meaning just from a different point in time, like knowing her skills already versus only having heard rumors. That's fair.
A commemorative cocktail at a time like this sounds nice, but how do you plan to express something like swordsmanship with a drink?
I don't know, but it'll be sharp and to the point. From what I've seen, Fontanian fighters armed with rapiers excel at thrusting attacks. They put a high price on precision and sustained pressure.
That definitely matches the description I read in that book.
If I were to compare them to a drink, I'd say they're like coffee, Buell fruit ice wine, or Mondstadt fruit wine. They may not overwhelm your senses, but they refuse to fade away. In fact, the first drink you tried had a fruit wine base.
That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in all of Tevat who could come up with such a perfect metaphor.
I'm sure there are others, but thank you, I appreciate the compliment. Angie, thank you for the @ Your swordsmanship is different though. You're like a lead dancer with the claymore, guiding your blade through big sweeping arcs. You only need one hit to unleash an avalanche of destruction. In other words, your style emphasizes forceful impact at the moment of contact.
There's no need to make it sound so fancy. It's just an aristocratic variant of Favonius blade work, with a bit of personal flair.
It's nice personal flair. Ben says our favorite news reporter would debunk that fake news faster. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for the lurk, Angie. Good luck with your studies. They made it go from an adventuring into an unknown magical land, taking a heart of infinity, and slowly learning and making all the miracle outfits to get home to. You destroyed your home and must fix it through the help of friendship and miracle outfits. If she worked that fast, Chiori's story quest would never have happened. Oh, I guess you're right. Either stop glazing the physical DPS she's with Amber. So you're more... Hang on. that caught me off guard. Okay. So you're more like a strong spirit that hits the senses hard and then leaves a clean, icy aftertaste without lingering flavors.
Firewater.
Alright, Firewater.
In recent years, Firewaters gained popularity the world over, following in the wake of prosperous Snezhnayan merchants. These days, almost every tavern has a signature drink that uses it as a base.
Then we found the perfect solution together.
You really are good. Why don't we try replacing the fruit wine with firewater?
Alright.
As for the alcohol content, that's not a problem. Plenty of the expedition team may have drunk themselves senseless with firewater. But me, I'm full of confidence.
Yeah, you totally sound confident. Alright, let's do this, guys. Not gonna lie, headcanon, Firewater is vodka. Yeah, no, I agree, because it's... What else could it be, right? It basically is. Yeah, I think so too. You sure about that, Eula? Okay. Dropped the game because you wanted Narnia kind of story, not whatever it is now. That's... You're so valid for that, though, Poison. I agree. Alright, every nation's fighting style is different. We talked about the differences between Eula and Cloran's blade work. I think I can represent this in the mouthfeel of Eula's drink. The obvious conclusion is to swap out the fruit wine for firewater. To match the big sweeping arcs of her sword fighting, a small cup won't cut it. We need something a little heftier. Alright, that should be everything, right? Yup. That was the last two clues. Alright, replace wolf hooks with cocoa, add raw maritime flower juice, replace fruit wine with firewater, Don't use a small glass, and then garnish with something other than star salt. Let's do it. All right, I think that's all I need. I know exactly how to prepare your next cocktail.
Brilliant. I'm looking forward to seeing how you do.
All right. Don't say we didn't warn you. So firewater. We actually have firewater here now. Add raw maritime flower juice and cocoa. Our favorite cat girl would probably ban her from the bar if she heard about firewater. Any size. Let's do this one, I guess. Well, we've already done that. Here, we'll do small bits. I like small bits. I like the idea of chopping it into small bits. I missed. I know I could have just hit the space bar. We'll just do that instead. I need to get used to that. And you're giving her a bigger cup, aka a bigger serving of a stronger alcohol. Either no. Alright. Shake. Ah, come on. I want to actually do the proper one. Alright. What is... Does it give a recommended one? Just medium or large? Okay. So... I think... This looks so mean. Like, just visibly, this looks like so much more than either of these two. I think this is the canon way to do this, right? Getting Rufo back in a moment. Sounds good, Orchid. Gonna get that hot drink. Ua made their own drinking thing, but it's permanent. I didn't know it was permanent, but I heard about their drinking event thing. Either that's like 90%, 97% alcohol content. Has to be a goblet, not a glass. Oh shoot. Alright, well. So it's either saying this one or this one or this one. Oh, well, okay, all the ones on the left are goblets, all the ones on the right are glasses. This one or this one. I guess we'll do this one. We'll just the biggest portion. Wait, if we do this, yeah, it's not checked off. Okay. All right, here we go. Want to hear something crazy? What is it? Hit us. Let's also a garnish except for star salt. Lemon. Maybe not. I like the Valberries. We'll do the Valberries again. You're just as guilty as Ether here. Seafoam Sword Song. Based on a twinkling starlight, this novel cocktail was concocted specially for Eula. Eula's swordsmanship is like a whirling waltz. She strikes with the force of an avalanche, yet her finishing flourishes are clean and elegant. This bold approach is reflected in her drink preferences. To match her style, the drink you prepare combines ice-pure firewater, or maritime flower juice, steeped in commemorative meaning, and restorative cocoa to replenish her energy and banish fatigue, creating a true dance of flavors. Since this blend is inspired by the Spindrift Knight's dancing blade, Seafoam Sword Song felt like the perfect name.
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your personal preferences.
Oh my, what beautiful colors. And you even added my Romaritime flower fruit extract.
How can you tell by looking at it? Alright guys, here she goes.
The aroma is perfect, and I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle the fruity fragrance. Let's see how it tastes.
Can't wait to hear what you think.
Give me a moment to come up with the right words. I need to think carefully.
Wow, that was fast acting. That was just, you took like 2 sips of it and you're already tipsy.
I know it's unbecoming of a lady, and a proper connoisseur would savor their drinks slowly. But I'm sorry, this is just too good to be true.
Oh, is she a sad drunk?
Can you mix me another?
Of course. Feel free to order as many as you like. And so Eula, lost in friendly conversation, drank 3 sword foam.
Oh, no.
Oh no, she's a
what was I
happy
going to
drunk.
say? I've completely lost my train of thought.
She's a happy drunk. Okay, that's good. I wouldn't like it if she were a sad drunk. This is Eula right now. She's just they have insane builds in WoW. Thought the game just loved your account, but no, the game just loves you for some reason. Offered to your friend in a joking way, let me see if I can give you luck, and it worked. Only had to roll 6 echoes to get 3 upgraded echoes for Carlotta. Nice. Ether learned to say no already. Drunk Eula. This is what you meant? To be fair, we are in the kingdom of wine. Yes, very true.
Oh, whatever. I feel fantastic. This cocktail. Oh, it's the best I've ever had.
the drunk thumbs up is what sells it.
I think I'm gonna head home and get some sleep.
Do you think you've maybe had one too many? Maybe I should have gone easy with the fire water.
Don't worry about me. This is the happiest tipsy I've been in years. I'm still far from being drunk.
Are you sure about that?
By the time I've written up those reports for my exchange with Miss Clarend, I'll have been on duty for 3 months straight.
This is interesting. These are a lot of custom animations just for this. Just for this interaction. These are a lot of custom animations. The lean back in the chair, the drunk thumbs up, leaning against the pole here. The drunk like waving her arm or waving her hand.
Jean. The acting grandmaster. Isn't it about time she gave me some time off? I won't be forgetting this injustice in a hurry. You mark my words.
Okay, bye. Imagine if Venti sees this. I think he would condone it. Alright, do we have enough for this yet? We almost do. We need 70 more? Wait, hang on. Rewards from this. 10 more. We need 10 more. That's wild. We need 10 more for the weapon skin. How do we get to the... We just walk up to this? Yeah, we do. Okay. We need to pair her with Drunksy Lolly. Imagine if I said this. She will not get home. They'll drink till tomorrow. Cloran?
Suspicion confirmed.
She heard about the drink we made for Eula and wants to try it herself.
While patrolling the area, I was sure I'd sensed a familiar presence, so I came over to take a look. And sure enough, here you are.
Oh, hello, Cloran. Please have a seat, honored customer. I'll stick with the first one.
If Miss Charlotte were to see you like this, I'm guessing she'd take 100 pictures and write up a report.
Yep.
Sword-wielding traveler's secret side hustle. Exclusive cocktails from Tevat's Explorer Extraordinaire.
That's honestly not a bad title. You came up with that right now? Well, it was nice knowing you, Eula. We'll visit you in solitary confinement after you get caught by Jean.
You'd make the front pages of every
07
major
Eula.
newspaper. And there'd be crowds of Fontanian tourists flocking to your drink stand, causing gridlock on the streets of Mondstadt.
The utter, like, despair in his face. I think you're being a little bit dramatic. If that really happened, I wouldn't be able to cope.
Luckily for you, I turned down Miss Charlotte's request to accompany me here, so you're unlikely to be seeing any scenes like that. Let's quietly celebrate this moment of peace. And on that note, I'd like a caramel blaze.
So you want caramel flambe. You want caramel lit on fire. You want caramel with firewater. Gotcha.
That look on your face tells me you have a lot of questions you want to ask.
Let me mix you your cocktail. Wow. Let me mix you a cocktail first. You can drink while we chat.
Calm and effortless. I'm shocked to learn you're a real pro at this sort of thing.
I was shocked to learn you were super into tabletop RPGs, so we're both 1-1. Yup. Wait, I was kind of joking. I didn't actually think it was firewater with caramel. Got it on the third guess. Asked about Minecraft stream. It was good. Started at a train station, and today offline, you spent 4 hours mining and 3 hours continuing the train station. Yo, nice. Sounds super productive. Gene would probably outlaw us from ever making any drinks ever again in the kingdom. Listen, it's not our fault we have such a gift for mixing drinks. It's Eula's fault for overdoing it. And I mean, yes, we made the drinks for her, but in our defense, the customer's always right. Please the properly one. Yes, finally. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, it is slightly different. The toss flourish is always the same, though. Master's Goblet. Alright, she likes her portions large, I guess. Or we assume she does. Valkyrie. Speaking of, Caramel Blaze sounds like something you would order only to find out it has firewater in it and realize you made a terrible mistake. Same. Caramel Blaze. In recent years, this blend has become one of Mondstadt's most famous drinks, celebrated for its bold colors and vibrant flavors. It's even been referenced in foreign works, from Fontaine's tabletop troupe to Inazuman light novels.
Your Caramel Blaze is ready. Try not to drink it all in one go.
Huh. It sure lives up to its name. The color reminds me of a raging fire, while that aroma really hits you head on.
Oh.
It's quite strong.
Are you okay? Would you like some water?
I'm all right. I just need a little time to get used to it.
Hey, Ether's learning after Eula. Now we know why Cloran ordered it. Let's head to bed. Have a nice night and great rest of the stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Enjoy the drink making. I will. Thank you so much, boys, for hanging out. Get some good rest, my friend. You know, there should be a special event where everyone in Mondstadt is drunk, and it's our job to go to Natlan to bring our heaviest drinker to make everyone stop. Ether, please don't get drunk on me. I don't want to deal with that again.
As I recall, the last time I drank alcohol was at a wine tasting event that Navia invited me to last year. I only had a small sip of Sassica wine, and it was nowhere near as strong as this concoction of yours.
So you basically don't drink at all? Don't force yourself to drink if you don't want to. Also, I should mention there are probably non-alcoholic beverages here.
From a purely rational perspective, alcohol can cause dizziness and impair one's ability to work, so it's best avoided altogether.
Hear, hear.
But when Miss Farina saw me off at the docks, she mentioned that Mondstadt is the land of wine and poetry. Since I'm here, I thought I should at least try the local specialties.
That's reasonable. It would be a shame not to. As long as you stay within your limits, I'm sure you'll be fine.
In fact, Captain Eula, who I sparred with earlier, has quite the refined taste for fine wine. She even gifted me a bottle of Romaritime flower fruit extract, which is no longer produced in Fontaine, and can now only be found overseas.
I didn't know it was no longer produced in Fontaine. Did Eula mention that?
Out of the utmost respect for her skills, I feel compelled to deepen my knowledge of Mondstadt's wines.
Let me think carefully before I mix you another drink. I need to tweak the recipe a little to make sure you're completely satisfied.
I truly appreciate all the trouble you're going to.
There are. Lisa's drink is non-alcoholic, just milk, caramel, and wolf hook. True. You have to admit it would be an awesome story mission for our favorite cat. It would be. It would be really cool. Diana, okay. Most people know this by now. I hated Diona for the longest time. Not because of her character, though her character was kind of annoying, but because I kept getting constellations for her when I was trying to pull for other characters. So she was my first C6, and it was a very begrudging C6. Let's see. Let's do the Mondstadt scenery. Have you seen much of Mondstadt yet? Oh, she does have a little crest there. It's the little... It looks like the, Favonius crest.
I've seen a little. I took a stroll around the city the first day I got here. Navia's done some rather extensive research on this place. Many of the scenes and illustrations for the tabletop troupe were inspired by views of Mondstadt.
Ooh.
However, the way she describes the atmosphere in her world building is quite different from the real Mondstadt. The deepest impression I've got since arriving here is one of swords and shields.
Swords and shields? Why is that?
Perhaps because I've mostly just visited the blacksmith and the training grounds.
Your first C6 was Amber? Yo, nice. I feel like that's a rare C6. That reminds me of that time went to your world as Diona, renamed your account to match and everything. Oh my gosh, I vaguely remember that. I don't remember what you changed your name to. I just remember, like, I guess you changed it to Diona, but I do remember you joining as Diona.
Recently, the newer weapons and armor produced in Mondstadt
We do a little
have
trolling
been
here.
created using a completely different heat treatment process from those in Fontaine, with a higher carbon content in the surface layer.
Ooh.
While this has slightly reduced their overall toughness, their impact resistance has greatly improved. These newer weapons give off a smell like overbrewed coffee.
Huh. I can't say I've noticed. That's quite the comparison.
Perhaps it's because that scent gave me such a positive first impression. You see, Fontaine's signature metalwork is often coated with a protective agent that contains Marcotte.
Oh.
Over time, the faint fragrance becomes overly sweet. And for some reason, it makes my teeth feel funny. I don't imagine the scent of Mondstadt's swords and shields would cause the same level of irritation.
Well, I've definitely learned something new today. I never realized there was so much complexity to how swords are made.
Of course, there is a solution to this problem. The next time you find yourself in Fontaine, there's another protective agent I can recommend. One that's as neutral as water, without any excess fragrance.
Is it water?
If you also dislike being bombarded with sweetness, this protective agent should suit you well.
She didn't say what it was. Okay. Speaking of swords and shields, crest on the table. Is that a gift from the Knights?
Indeed it is. The Knights codenamed Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5 gave me this crest. I must say, it's exquisite.
Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5? I have never seen those names.
They told me the design has only just been finalized.
Yeah, no, me too either.
Apparently, it's only presented to important guests. They said they're making a badge for you, too, but it hasn't been finished yet.
Oh, they finished yours before ours? They've known us longer. Okay, sure. Hazelnut. Why have I never heard of these two?
You're not wrong.
Big organization.
I guess it's similar to how I can't remember the name of every clerk in the Palais Mermonia. But I'm certain you'll get to know them in time. They're clearly seasoned veterans. Even though they work desk jobs, they still turn up in full armor.
Huh.
After handling my affairs, they headed to the tavern for a gathering, saying they wanted to continue last night's duel and determine who had the highest alcohol tolerance.
Nice. Thank you for the care package, Arsenal. This drink minigame takes a lot longer than I remember taking. Guess it just felt short because you didn't do it all in one day. To be fair, Mondstadt didn't have the technology to go as far as swords and halberds. Compared to Fontaine's futuristic automatons and guns. Oh, halberds. Who names their kids that? No, it's their code names, but I still have never seen those code names anywhere. It's also a really weird code name to have as a knight. No, you can find Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5 in Angel Share during the event. Okay, we're going. Thank you again for the care package, Arsenal. Yeah, we're gonna go after we finish Cloran's drink.
Drinking barrels of beer the night before, yet being able to work with clear minds the next day.
That's just how Mondstadt is. Mondstadt is like nothing more than to unwind with a drink after work.
So what you're saying is, while Mondstadters may seem carefree, they actually have an admirable ability to know their limits when it comes to drinking.
I mean, whether they know their limits or they don't, they'll still drink to their heart's content, and then maybe a little more. Another Fontaine guest. Oh, by the way, Miss Emily was here too.
Huh? Does that mean she's already finished her commission? Well, she's certainly efficient. Once I return to Fontaine, perhaps I can let Sigewin know that I'd be happy to purchase her latest perfume.
Oh? It sounds like you know her quite well.
I'm not sure I'd say that. On my way to Mondstadt, we happened to take the same boat. Naturally, we got to chatting.
Ah.
I've often heard Sigewin praise her work. After conversing with her on the journey over, I must say, she is indeed a rare and refined individual.
That's quite a refined way to put it.
She's gentle and composed, yet keeps others at a distance. Perhaps it's due to her profession. I find this approach ideal. It allows one to maintain a lasting sense of inner peace.
I just remembered, isn't Emily's day job like, to do with like crime scenes and cadavers and stuff? Or like, what is it, autopsies? Is she like an autopsy, I don't know what you would actually call someone who does that. Is that what her day job is? Gotta go charts you. Alright, sounds good. Thanks again, Angie. Sounds like you want me to arrange a get together? The next time I'm in Fontaine, why don't we all hang out together?
Oh, thank you, but there's really no need to set anything up. Our work rarely intersects, and our social circles hardly make for a Venn diagram, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. How do you know what you mean? Do you even know who Ven is? There are like so many things that you're not supposed to think about, and that's one of them. Like, think about when you're playing Genshin. That's one of them. How do you know what a Venn diagram is? That's a very Earth thing. I also have this theory. There's a theory that Ether and Lumine were the genetic templates for Tevat humans, because their ship had like a genetic code base, and then it used that when humans were, propagated on Tevat. If that's the case, like, it kind of doesn't really necessarily have to be that reason, but if that's the case, my theory is that Ether and Lumine are originally from Earth, because then you could make like this sort of, this very fuzzy line that, like, it kind of explains why all the nations in Tevat are based off of, cultures in, IRL Earth, and why they say things the way they do, or why they have things like Venn diagrams. Venn diagram is named after a person whose last name is Venn. So, anyways, mini rant over. Not be surprised she runs a morgue. I think she does something with autopsies. She works closely with detective forces and law enforcement as a forensic cleanser. Yes, thank you. In the background. Forensic cleaners are specialized professionals who clean and decontaminate scenes involving crime, trauma, death, or hoarding, focusing on removing biohazards like blood and bodily fluids. So she has the same job as the people of Viscera Cleanup Detail. Wait, that's a good point.
Best to just let things take their natural course.
Alright, and then what are your usual hobbies and interests? What do you usually drink?
When I'm working, I often drink coffee. But with meals, I prefer a lighter tasting drink, like Buell fruit juice. Since I eat a lot of meat, the slight acidity of the juice helps balance out the greasiness. Over time, I've grown accustomed to the sour taste. After the swordsmanship exchange, the Knights of Favonius rather kindly treated me to some traditional Mondstadt cuisine.
So, like, what's it called? Like, the stack of meat? Or sweet madames?
I had 8 different meat dishes, and all of them were excellent. The portions were huge, and only the highest quality cuts were used. Everything was cooked to absolute perfection.
Man, I want to try some Mondstadt meat cuisine.
Of course, there was still room for improvement. When catering to tourists, the sticky honey roast and pile 'em up might benefit from a slightly lighter sauce.
Is it Pile 'em Up? I was thinking it was Pile 'em Up, but then I thought it was, like, the full name was Pile 'em Up Pancakes. So I didn't think it was that. Is Pile 'em Up the meat dish? So what are the pancakes called? Not Noel's pancakes, but just the regular version. Is it tea break? I think it's tea break pancakes. That job is really an advantage for her since she would notice things like odor most people wouldn't know. It is tea break? Okay. And yeah, no, that's true, Arsenal. Sounds like they treated you to a feast. Have you tried all of Mondstadt's signature meat dishes?
I've certainly tried all the red meat dishes. I think I've had enough calories to sustain 3 days of vigorous work, so I've had to decline all subsequent dining invitations.
Oh. Wait. Sweet Madame uses fowl. Fowl's not red meat. Right? There's no red meat in fowl. It's all considered white meat, isn't it?
To be honest, I can still taste the grease. There must be a way to cleanse my palate.
Alright, well, I guess we know what she wants now. Nothing too sweet. Surprisingly, Cloran's first positive impression of Mondstadt was one of swords and shields. She doesn't seem to favor overly sweet fragrances, preferring aromas with a salty tint. Perhaps I can try dusting the rim of the glass with star salt. It sounds like Cloran has an exceptionally keen sense of taste, preferring drinks with a hint of sourness. Valbergs are sweet with a hint of sour, while Wolfhooks are just the opposite, sour with a hint of sweet. I think she prefers the latter, so Wolfhooks. Balance is key. The crest is a souvenir that the knights gave to Cloran. Cloran doesn't usually drink, but out of respect for her Mondstadt opponent, she's at least willing to try. Still, I'd better not overdo things. A regular caramel blaze would be too much. I should downsize things a bit. Yep, so change to a coupe goblet. Cloran seems to admire Emily. They appear to have similar preferences when it comes to drinks. Maybe that's something to take into account. How should I approach this? Nothing too sweet? No, not interpret again. No, okay. Is it balance? A light base. Emily likes mild tea, and that last drink was also built around a light base. I should ask Cloran if she liked it. Emily's style. Emily likes to drink tea. How about you?
Are you already planning the details of our hypothetical get-together? Based on my previous experiences with alcohol, I'd guess my tolerance is similar to Emily's. Fruit liqueur is probably my limit. So when the time comes, I think you'd be best off mixing similar drinks for the both of us.
Alright. Oh, wait, we have to... Can tolerate fruit liqueur. The firewater used in a caramel blaze has far too much of a kick. How about replacing the firewater with something fruitier? Alright, that should be all of the, Start mixing. Pile 'em Up is literally 3 steaks stacked with potato and cheese. It looks like more than 3 steaks. It's the kind of food you imagine loving, but never actually wanting to try. I don't know, I kind of want to try it, except for the cheese. But 3 steaks stacked on top of each other with potato, like, that sounds really good. Welcome back, Orchid. Just straight firewater can't fix that. I think I've come up with a drink that'll be more to your liking. Please, wait a moment.
All right, I'll make sure I'm mentally prepared. Even if it's still a bit strong, I'll do my best to finish it.
Alright, we'll try to make it not so strong. The opposite of what Eula wanted. Alright, fruit wine, caramel, and wolfhooks. We'll do small bits again. If I'm given the choice, I'm probably just gonna do small bits. Properly. Alright, we need the Coop Goblet. Oh, it's already selected. Alright. What is... This is Star Salt. Leisure Time Lightning. Based on a caramel blaze, this novel cocktail was concocted specially for Cloran. After visiting Mondstadt with impressions shaped by the tabletop troupe, a lightning swift champion duelist is especially sensitive to metallic notes, showing a clear preference for flavors with a hint of salt. In her everyday choices, she also favors drinks with a gentle tartness to cut through to richness. For most bartenders, balancing these two demands would require extreme care, but after honing your craft at the Angel's Share and the Flagship, you can precisely control every note in the cup. To help Cloran get into a relaxed mood on her tour of Mondstadt, you wonder if calling this a Leisure Time Lightning might be a good choice.
Alright, this new creation is called Leisure Time Lightning. A cocktail made exclusively for champion duelists. Enjoy.
Okay, so it's still a little bit more than she's used to, sounds like.
Have you added fruit wine? It tastes wonderful. This is ideal for me. There's a subtle saltiness that combines well with the tartness of the fruit and the sweetness of the caramel. Each sip balances delicately on the edge of perfection. The color of the wine also fits well with the name, and the lightning imagery contrasts with the fiery nature of the caramel glaze. But where does the leisure time part come in?
Don't you find Mondstadt to be a leisurely place? Taking it easy is what traveling's all about.
I see. That certainly matches the impression this cocktail gives me. Its unique aroma and taste will hold a special place in my memories of Mondstadt.
I'm glad you like it. Your satisfaction is my motivation.
Do you think, if the chance were to present itself, you'd be interested in mixing drinks somewhere else? A cafe, for instance, or the Hotel de Boer?
Huh? Why do you ask?
Mostly for Navia and Miss Farina's sake. Though
Aw.
obviously I'd be more than happy to try more of your masterpieces myself.
Of course. I'd love to let everyone have a taste. I should have gone with the second option. I kind of just thought they were the same thing.
I won't try to strong-arm you. In any case,
Okay,
I
so-
truly appreciate your hospitality.
That's the option I would have gone with anyways.
Thanks to you, whether I'm summarizing the key lessons from my exchange with Miss Eula, or discussing strategy with the Knights of Favonius, I'll be in my best condition.
Alright, let's go see... Oh, also, we've got, this, which means we've got the weapon skin now. Let's go. Alright. Phantasmal Gift Star Omen. So this is telling us we have 2 more. We have an hour left of stream, basically. Guess we're not doing Spiral today. This one really took a long time. Guess you're on your own for that, then. Let's see. Spiral's the one that resets middle of the month, right? Yeah, 3 days? Maybe I'll do a bonus stream tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I wasn't planning on it, but I don't think I have any plans to do anything else. So maybe we'll do a bonus stream tomorrow for Spiral. They both reset on Sunday. What do you mean they both? Wait, what's both? So Spiral, do you mean the event? The event just... Okay, yeah, so you meant the event. Okay. Yeah, so we'll finish the event now, and then... I think... Hang on, we take a break from the drinks. We'll do the combat, just because I want to make sure that I get that done too. Actually, you know what? You know what? No, I take that back. We'll do... If we don't get to combat today, it'll be a nice little, like, precursor to Spiral if we do that tomorrow. Good weather, good mood. What's this last one called? We don't know. Okay, good weather, good mood.
Huh? Is that Mr. Honorary Knight? Yippee! It's you!
Hi, Klee. Is your mom here? Nope. Okay. Hey, it's Klee. Hey, customer Klee.
Auntie Eula told Klee that Miss Hertha had found someone amazing to help out. Seeing you here, Mr. Honorary Knight, Klee knows this must be the best drink stand in all of Teyvat.
Oh. So kind of you to say, Klee. That's the ultimate goal.
You mean this stand isn't already the best? Well, out of all the drink stands Klee's ever visited, Mr. Honorary Knight's is easily the best.
How many drink stands have you visited, Klee? Hang on, now I'm concerned. Hang on, I'm gonna snooze this ad. I'm concerned now. How many drink stands has she visited? Would focus on drinks because combat is far more skippable considering the lack of any dialogue. That's true. That's a good point.
And no matter what drinks Mr. Honorary Knight makes, Klee will definitely think they're yummy.
This time, Klee, I need you to be a little tougher on me.
Oh, you want me to be mean?
Oh.
But Klee could never be mean to you.
Oh.
Let me think. I know! I'll pretend to be Albedo! Whenever Albedo reviews Timaeus' work, his face goes super serious. And Klee can hear every word he says.
Brilliant. Then you can be Master Alchemist Klee.
Get ready for Klee's super amazing order!
She just orders straight up like double fire water. And then we have to tell her, Klee, we can't actually give that drink to you. Klee may have a higher alcohol tolerance than Eula based on the number of drink stands. Kidding, of course she gets the non-alcoholic stuff. Give her fire water and send her to a Fatui base. No, no, not Klee.
These past few days, I've been having such a blast with Mom all day long.
Oh.
It's been so much fun. Even being sent to solitary confinement couldn't wipe the smile off my face.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So, Klee wants to order a fair weather frolic. Anything like a bright sunny day will definitely put Klee in a super duper mood.
Fair weather is something that Noelle says, by the way. Also, do they just teach, like, at a young age how to order drinks? What the heck? Is this just a Mondstadt custom? What's Noelle's line? Such fair weather we're having. Why don't we do a little bit of sunny work? Oh, what sort of work is that, you ask? Well, anything that makes you feel bright and sunny, too. This whole thing is like a Noelle. Why is Noelle not here? Why is Noelle not here ordering this drink? Alright, anyways. Understood, Master Alchemist Klee. I'll get right on it.
I wonder what it'll taste like.
If the player has completed for a reunion without tears but not variations on the Song of the Dragon and Freedom. Me and Mom blasted so many fish today. Don't tell Master Jean though. That's cute. I like that. If player... Oh, there was one before that. If player is not completed for reunion tears, I'm going fish blasting with Mom soon. Don't tell Master Jean though. Alright, so tea, caramel, and wolf hook. Alright, what are we doing this time? properly. Okay, I asked for it once, maybe twice, and now it's given to me every time. Double walled glass. Any garnish. Let's give her the Valberry. Perfect. Fairweather Frolic. A soft drink you'll find at drink stands everywhere. Sweet, tangy, and loved by all. Still, striking the perfect balance between tangy and sweet takes practiced hand.
Your Fairweather Frolic is here. Go on, give it a try.
Wow! So, a Fairweather Frolic is this color? Purple sky. Is it supposed to be a bright, shiny night?
Maybe it's supposed to be a cloudless sky at dusk. Oh, we can make, wait, we can make changes already? We'll go with the first one.
Clee will take a sip first. Then you can think about it more carefully.
I guess not. A sip. The whole thing. That's not a sip.
Yummy! Both sweet and sour.
Little ma'am, you said a sip.
If Clee drank this while eating grilled fish, I could definitely gobble down 2, or 3, or 4, or even 5! But one drink isn't enough. Clee wants to try a drink that tastes like cake.
Roger that. How about a cake in a cup?
Clee doesn't know what drink to choose. Why don't we decide together, Mr. Honorary Knight?
Also, Jewel, what's the message that Annie sent? It's probably a Klee quote. I don't think it's the Bon Bon Bakudan though, because it doesn't look like it repeats. My goodness, okay. Candy on the table. Ah, my big brother, the Honorary Knight. Aww. That candy you've brought with you looks very special. Honorary Knight, big bro.
This stuff? Mom taught me how to make it using the alchemy bench.
Oh, alright.
Ship sugar, then a lot more sugar, then some flowers from Mom's friend in Fontaine,
Emily?
star honey from Auntie Barbie, and finally, some magical jam from Auntie Tavia.
Who's Auntie Tavia? Wait, Tavia? Who's Tavia?
Put everything together on the alchemy table, wish for the shape you want, then recite Mom's incantation, and poof! Dodoko-shaped candy!
That's quite the process. What an amazing treat.
Clee can give you some Dodoko candy too if you want. And if you really like them, I can even teach you my mom's incantation. That way, you could make your own candy whenever you want.
Thanks for sharing your amazing recipe, Klee. I'll work really hard to learn how to do it.
If you get stuck, remember to come ask Clee. When it comes to magical candy, I'm an expert.
Still planning to eat later? Do you plan to eat anything else today?
Yeah, when Clee gets back home, I'm gonna eat some salted nuts while reading my book. Clee used to eat cake after dinner, but Master Jean said it's too sugary, and it's not good to eat sugary things before bed. Apparently, it makes you chubby and gives you toothaches. So, Mom got some advice from Auntie Barbie, and now she gives me nuts instead. She says they help my brain remember things better.
Nice. Octavia. I keep forgetting about her for some reason. And yeah, the friend from Fontaine is Emily. Nice.
Nuts don't have much flavor. It's like strong grass, but they're okay if you add a little salt.
That sounds like a great solution. Nutritious and healthy. 3 daily meals. Speaking of food, I hope you're getting your 3 square meals a day.
3 square meals? Clee often eats 5 meals a day, sometimes even 7.
Seriously?
Adventuring takes a lot of energy, and if I eat too much at once, I can't run so well. So, it's better to eat lots of smaller meals.
Ah, I see.
Albedo used to prepare all Klee's meals, and my lunchbox was always arranged so neatly, just like a pretty painting.
That sounds like Albedo, alright. I'd like to try Albedo's cooking sometime.
When Albedo's busy at Dragonspine, Klee goes to eat with the other Knights of Favonius. Kaya's camp is usually the neatest, while Amber sometimes camps in the trees. It's so much fun. Oh, and Auntie Hertha makes the best food. When my mom comes back, there'll be even more yummy food to eat. There's this one dish where she takes loads of different fish and makes them into little pudding cubes.
Oh.
It's called rainbow fish jelly.
You're making me hungry.
Her Chococo Crunchy Slices are fantastic too. It's her newest creation made with chocolate and cookies. They're a little bitter, but they're crunchy. They smell scrumptious, and they have a really sweet aftertaste.
Easy to forget about Octavia. She's usually out traveling so much so that the Hexen Circle don't bother to set out a chair for her. Yeah, she's... oh man, that's...
Whenever I eat
Yeah.
them, I feel so full of energy. Next time, Klee will have to bring some for you to try.
Rainbow fish jelly doesn't sound good to me. Imagining a fish flavored jello and just no. I see that now, and now I have mixed feelings. I do like jello, and I do like fish. Not sure I'd like them together. Though, I'm not necessarily unwilling to try. Also, I may just be a little bit hungry. Next course of action. Do you have any other plans for today?
Yeah, Mom gave me an amazing book recently. She said I have to read one chapter every night, learn something useful, and then go to bed early. That book taught Klee how to make something called propellant. Now,
Oh,
Ducky
no.
can go and bounce even higher.
Oh no. Is that really something you should be learning?
It's not hard at all.
That's not what I asked.
It's a lot like making bombs.
Not what I
You
asked.
just have to be careful when trimming it down. It's like sharpening a pencil that could suddenly go boom.
Oh dear Barbados, please no, Klee. I know she's adept at making her own bombs, but the way she's describing it is like, oh, these things I'm making, I can just accidentally, like, suddenly explode if I'm not too careful. My gosh.
Bedtime's an important part of Klee's schedule, too. Mom sits by my side and tells me all kinds of wonderful stories.
Oh.
She has a lamp made of gemstones, and when she turns it
Ooh.
on, it goes kabling and lights up the ceiling.
Does the ceiling show scenes from the stories?
Yeah! When something happens in the story, the lights on the ceiling make pretty pictures. Sometimes Mom falls asleep before the story ends, so
Oh.
Klee has to tuck her in instead.
Wait, that's adorable. That is sweet. Klee's so innocent and a little pyromaniac.
As soon as Klee learns how to use the lamp, I can come tell you stories, Mr. Honorary Knight.
That sounds great. I'll be waiting.
Klee has memorized so many wonderful stories, enough to make everyone happy every day.
Alright, shouldn't stay up late. Gonna hope that Alice casts some kind of spell on Klee to make her invulnerable to explosions, because otherwise be very concerned. That's a good point. I never considered that. Maybe she's like protecting Klee somehow. Do you think Child would beat the Hexen Circle's trial? Do you mean like in story, like canon, or like a child build? Like if you were to take Child into the Hexen Circle trial fight. Sweet candy. Klee brought up candy Alice thought to make. Made with care and look appetizing. They must taste good too. I'm gonna kind of just skip through these. We'll just... What if I topped her drink with candy? Okay. Likes chocolate. Klee mentioned her daily meal times. She really likes Alice's peculiar cooking. Chococo Crunchy Slices. Have some cocoa here made from cocoa waddle just like chocolate. How about turn the cocoa into flakes and then swap them for the wolf hooks? Okay. Shouldn't have too much sugar though. Klee can't have too much sugar before bed, so she has to eat nuts instead of her favorite desserts. That last drink contained caramel, which is way too sweet, so I'll have to take it out. But then the drink feels incomplete. Alright, shouldn't stay up too late. Klee can't miss her bedtime, so something overly stimulating probably isn't the best. That rules out tea. Perhaps I can replace the tea with milk? Alright, and then this one... Let's associate that with this one. Nope, okay. How about sweet candy? But Klee likes sweets. It's like she shouldn't have sweets, but she likes sweets. Therefore, she gets all the sweets. It's certainly a lot less sweet without caramel, but the mouthfeel isn't quite there. Perhaps there's some other healthier option that can lend the drink a little sweetness. Let's talk to Klee again. Healthy sugars. There must be some ingredients that are both healthy and sweet.
Oh yeah, Klee still wants to eat sweet things, like cake, for example. Maybe we could just go easy on the cream? Or add more fruit?
And now we're back to circling how fruit is a dessert and considered sweet. Canon. I don't know. I know he's strong, but I don't know if he's strong enough to beat the mage's trials. Story-wise, yes. Gameplay-wise, only with help. Because Ajua thinks he is strong enough in canon. All the Harbingers that we've met should be able to clear the trial with little issue canonically, in your opinion. Except for the dead ones because they're dead. They can't really do much when they're dead. Hey Klee, were you listening in on stream chat somehow? She was secretly in chat.
Oh, right! That friend of Mom's who's always wearing glasses gave her a big bag of Fontanian Buell fruit. They're so round and rolly. Klee ate a whole bunch of those, and they were super sweet. But Master Jean said it was okay, because sweet fruit isn't the same as sweet sugar.
I mean, not entirely, but I mean, it's kind of the same in a way, right? Like, you definitely don't want to have too much sweet fruit.
So, if Klee really has to eat nuts, maybe I can just soak them in some fruit juice first?
You know what? Sure, Klee. Just because it's you, sure. Alright, healthy sugars. Perfect. Klee likes Buell fruits from Fontaine as well as juice. A little fermented fruit juice should help compensate for some of the lost sweetness. Alright, I think I know how to improve that drink. Let me mix another one for you.
Yeah, that was quick. Klee's looking forward to finding out how tasty your next concoction is.
If you were doing that, mention Jean right now. Okay, she's here. Hi, Klee. There are some fruits that aren't sweet, like for example, dragon fruit. Is dragon fruit not sweet? I've had dragon fruit. I thought it was sweet. I don't know. Or maybe, was it dragon fruit? I'm pretty sure it was dragon fruit. Alright, we got milk, fermented juice. Hang on, isn't fermented juice alcoholic? Wait a minute. What, isn't fermented juice an alcohol? Oh boy. Any size? Yeah, I like this one. Dragon fruit is generally mild, refreshing, and only slightly sweet. I guess, like, slightly sweet to me is still sweet nonetheless, so I guess that's what I tasted. Any intensity. Alright, we'll do gentle this time. And then any classic glass. We'll do the small one for her. Oh, look at it. Add Doriko candy. Fairweather Frolic Special Blend. Based on a Fairweather Frolic, This novel cocktail was concocted specially for Klee. The original Fairweather Frolic had a purple hue, but it wasn't quite cheerful enough. So let's add a touch of sunshine and a few fluffy clouds to capture that warm, happy feeling. Sweetness is a must, but staying healthy matters too. That's why the juice was carefully chosen with Master Jean's approval, with sweetness coming from Buell fruits. And most important of all, Dodoko candy. Its tasty magic has to be placed right at the center of the clouds. Fermented juices like kefir or kombucha are naturally fermented foods and generally safe and beneficial for children, supporting digestion, gut health, and immunity. They are considered safe for infants and young children, though they should be introduced gradually as they may cause digestive changes. However, precautions are needed regarding high acidity for teeth and trace alcohol content. Okay, so like, it does have a little bit of alcohol, but I guess it's not a bad amount, which is interesting. I've never considered that.
Ta-da! It's done! I just know you're going to love this new creation.
Wow! There's Dodoko candy on top!
The sparkle eyes is great.
There's so much orange in this cup, and Dodoko looks like he's lying on top of white fluffy clouds. And the weather inside looks much better too.
Would you like to taste it?
Yummy! It's so delicious! Klee has to drink slowly. I can't just gulp it down or I'll miss all the yummy flavor. Mr. Honorary Knight, this is amazing! It's like you mixed sunshine with juice! Klee was so tired from playing, but now I feel refreshed. And warm.
Oh.
And peaceful.
Oh.
You're the best, Mr. Honorary Knight.
She sounds so sleepy now. How about you choose a name for this drink, Klee? I'm sure you'll come up with something amazing.
Really? Let me think. When the weather's nice and Dodoko's happy, Dodoko will want to sing, right? And when Dodoko sings, Klee wants to sing too. So, let's call it Dodoko's Duet.
That's cute. What a wonderful name. Your names are the best.
Thank you. And thanks for making such a yummy drink for Klee. Klee's gonna go tell Mom that the best drink in Mondstadt right now is Dodoko's Duet.
I'm glad you like it.
Klee's gonna write down Mom's incantation and give you a copy, Mr. Honorary Knight.
AKA, we get an alchemy recipe for it, right?
Then you should learn magic too, so you can make all the candies you want. See you next time.
Alright, so that is this one. And... Oh! Oh, it's a quest item. Okay, nice. Alright, the Grandmaster's Composite Challenge. Is this the actual Grandmaster? Okay, so we're making a drink for Vark. Wait, why is there another one after this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it's like an afterward thing. As so many people say, the poison is in the dose. Kleese won't be hurt by fermented juice, at least this one, unless she drinks a ton at once. There's probably some fermented juice variants that are more alcoholic, but assume this one is very low on alcohol. It's Mondstadt. Is that a safe assumption to make? And this one is also being watered down by all the other ingredients as well. That's true. But you saying like the poison is in the dose reminded me of a funny, like what's it called, like when two phrases are combined? It's like a Malaphor, but not a Malaphor. But it was I forget where I heard it, but it was the two phrases are the devil is in the details and the proof is in the pudding. So the phrase that I heard, or maybe I was the one who said it, I don't remember, was the devil is in the pudding. All right,
So hurt
here
this
he
even
is.
roped our honorary knight into helping with this little venture. Now that I'm finally free to relax, it's time to start doing just that.
I'm here as a willing employee this time. I'm a hotshot mixologist, no matter how you look at it.
Can't wait to see your skills in action. Give me something that goes well with casual conversation, but still packs a punch.
Are you sure those requirements don't clash? Is this some sort of test?
Of course they don't clash. A drink that packs a punch means you have to drink it slowly. And if you want to chat, then it has to go down smooth. So, something with a sweet aftertaste. A conversational connoisseur requires the perfect balance.
Okay.
The most suitable choice on this menu would be the Thorny Lake. It's a drink with a real kick that you can find in almost every bar. It's not enough to know the recipe, though. The key is in the mixing. Some bartenders choose to stick to the tried and tested basics, while others like to add their own personal flair.
Alright, I'll give it my best shot.
That's the spirit. Now, show me what you've got.
You've eaten cyanide before. By that you mean eaten apple seeds before and apple seeds have cyanide. Dose really makes a difference. Absolutely. Alright, fire water, okay. Fizzy water and cocoa. Just out the gate. Fire water and fizzy water. Small bits. Shake hard. While I'm glad there's not really much of a way to fail the drink making, it'd be interesting if you could. I'd like a little more freedom, I think, to be able to mix drinks and then possibly fail or try to figure it out. But I also like how this is very casual. Master's Goblet. Any garnish? He said he wants it to be sweet and go down. We can go with Valberries. I just love Valberries. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, we should have gone with the salt, actually. Thorny Lake. A classic drink that traces its origins to Fontaine's Fissures. Built on a base of fire water, with cocoa adding a hint of sweetness. Its sparkling fizz pricks the palate like countless tiny spikes, delivering a lingering tingle. After rising to popularity in Fontaine, it's quickly swept across the vat, becoming one of the enduring classics among specialty drinks.
Grandmaster, I hereby present you with this Thorny Lake for your enjoyment and assessment.
Well, the color and aroma are certainly on point. But as for the balance of flavors, I'll just have to taste it and find out. Not bad. You haven't overdone or skimped on any single ingredient. Though, unfortunately, it's a little too, polite for my tastes.
Polite? How can a drink be polite? Is this some sort of riddle?
Perhaps I should have said modest.
Alright.
You followed the formula to a T, but if anything, you've played it a little too safe.
He wants to be stronger. We added... What do you mean? We had the strongest alcohol base in there. What do you mean, Varka? Think it'd be cool if they made the dialogue a bit more clear when it comes to the ingredients needed, then allowed you to guess at the drink requirements based on what was said. Yes, absolutely. I'd love a drinking event like that. But I also like that this is more, like, for the setting that we're in, having it be more relaxed and chill for players to just play through it is also nice.
Were you worried that deviating just a little might disappoint me?
Or having, like, options. Like, you can choose easy mode or hard mode, I guess we can call them. I didn't want to disappoint the expert.
Hey, we fought side by side and dealt with things that even gods were loath to meddle with. Ours
True.
was a friendship forged in the margins between life and death. That said, if you ask me, you can ditch the nerves and work your mixologist magic. I'm looking for something that shocks the senses.
All right, I'll get the creative juices flowing. Thanks to your encouragement, I'm ready to go all out.
Mull it over. There's no rush. We can chat while you think. Who knows? You might just find some inspiration to mix in with your magic.
Plus, Vorka isn't a picky drinker. True. He'll drink anything. Basically anything. Flaws of the current drink. Besides being too polite, are there any other issues with my Thorny Lake?
Well, let me think. I guess you could say it lacks impact.
Genshin impact?
Even when following the same recipe, the techniques used to mix different ingredients can affect the taste. Sometimes, deliberately creating layers between spirits can bring out the different waves as each one hits the taste buds in sequence. In this regard, too, you've taken quite a tentative approach. Why not be a little bolder?
I think I understand.
Ha ha ha. You catch on quickly. No need to explain further.
Garden atmosphere. Drinking in a garden feels different from a tavern, right? Given the environment, why not try something with a floral twist?
Ha! I like your style. Speaking of this garden, it brings back memories of something that happened many years ago.
Thank you, Jua. Thank you for taking care of that.
When I was young, I liked to find ruined guards to test my fighting skills, both armed and unarmed. Once, I failed to take down a stray missile, and it ended up destroying a watchtower on the city walls.
Ooh.
As punishment, I had to run 50 laps around the city, repair the watchtower, and help rebuild the shattered walls in this garden.
Sounds like you caused quite the fuss. It's hard to imagine you getting disciplined so severely.
Indeed. Among the misadventures of my youth, this is one of the most memorable ones. Mostly because that day, Crepus saw me covered in dirt.
Crepus is, D-Luke's father, right?
He took 2 bottles of 100-year-old wine and sent D-Luke, who
Yeah.
looked even younger than Mika does today, to work out a clever way to get rid of Faru, who was guarding me. It was so hot that day, I could swear I was about to pass out. On a whim, I picked some mint leaves, put them in one of the wine bottles, and the result turned out to be surprisingly tasty.
Okay, so he likes mint.
After Crepus tried it too, he was full of praise. He even wrote up an official recipe for my spontaneous creation. His customers loved it. Several summers passed, and Crepus kept writing letters about giving me a share of the profits, as though I could possibly accept.
That must have been so long ago.
Yes, good old Crepus.
Man.
Faru retired years ago, but he still gives me a stern stare every time we meet. He's a stubborn one. D-Luke, who replaced him, and then Kaya, who took over later, both performed impeccably. Changing times will always belong to the youth. He should have admitted defeat long ago. When I get the chance, I'll have Kaya show him the amazing progress the cavalry company has made.
Alright, memories of mint and fine wine. Events are often held here. Anyway, on the subject of this garden, it's become quite a popular venue for hosting events.
It's a treasured place that the Knights of Favonius have maintained for years. So it makes sense that it's become the go-to location for organizing such things. I heard that while the expedition was underway, you were a great help in giving those left behind the opportunity to put their energy to good use. Sometimes, I look through the photos I've been given from those events, though unfortunately, there aren't enough to include everybody. My conclusion is that Mondstadt needs to do more to popularize the camera.
Orca missed a lot. Lost on the table. This massive tankard.
Pretty awesome, huh? It's like a hammerhead that you can fill with wine when you're not using it to pound in nails. It was a gift. Hoffman came up with the idea, Charles supplied the design, Wagner helped cast it. And about 10 or so knights chipped in to pay for the materials.
Oh, that's awesome.
They've been waiting to have a good drink with me. And this is my crucial weapon to aid me in a fair duel with them all.
A fair duel?
I'm the Grand Master, after all. I've been drinking a lot longer than them. I've practiced more assiduously, and I have a bit more meat to absorb the blows.
I understand.
So it's only fair to my subordinates that I drink a teensy bit more per round. Wouldn't you agree?
That's a little more than just teensy. I think you may have got your handicaps the wrong way around.
Of course, some of them have been training as long as I have, and those ones won't be getting any special treatment. Take Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5 for
Right.
example.
We were supposed to go
Both
see
were
them.
skilled warriors who helped me deal with Eric back in the day. Nowadays, I have them helping Jean with miscellaneous duties.
Interesting. Well, I guess there they are.
At today's after-work cooldown, they insisted on trying to keep pace. In the end, they lost our game of darts and ended up passed out on the floor. I've already told Jean that I won't be approving their leave request for tomorrow, no matter what.
Nice. High tolerance for alcohol. So fire water, and then we'll mix in a little bit of fire water. I'm gonna sneeze this ad real quick again. High tolerance. This oversized tankard was a gift from the knights to the Grand Master. Varka seems to like it very much. Considering his well-known drinking prowess, it only makes sense to present him his drink in this tankard. Okay. That's unique. To be honest, as someone who doesn't drink much, I'm still a little confused. Varka mentioned the impact of layering on the texture of the finished drink. He also said I was being quite tentative. Perhaps he meant the drink was too evenly mixed? In which case, I should try shaking it a little more softly when mixing. Memories of mint and fine wine. Here we have Varka's memories of mint and fine wine. It's very important. Perfect. He wanted a drink with more impact, and the crispness of the mint should give it some punch. What if I replace the cocoa with mint? He's missed so many festivals and major events. I'm sure Varka still feels a bit of regret. If the Grandmaster hadn't gone away on expedition, he would probably have organized many events himself. I wonder how they might have turned out then. Let's associate that with high tolerance, maybe? Nope. Alright, memories. How come it's always the second one I choose? If Varka were here, I can't help but wonder, would all the events he organized involve drinking wine? Maybe I should ask him. Who knows, might spark some new inspiration. Alright, if the Grandmaster organized events. I wonder how these events might have turned out if you were here and not away on the expedition. If you were here and not away on the expedition.
If I were in charge of organizing events, well, I suppose everyone would revolve around fine wine, or at the very least, there would be some sort of tasting involved. For example, we could go all in on this drink stand and open it to the whole city, with every company of the Knights selecting one or more mixologists to compete against each other.
Yeah, I should have guessed. That's exactly like your style.
It's only a thought. Can't let things get too out of hand.
Varka is Diona's nightmare. Got it.
If I were to actually throw a grand banquet, Jean would come after me with her sword drawn. Even Frederica would launch a punitive expedition. While in Notcry, we had a rule that knights must never get drunk while at their posts. Otherwise, it could lead to dereliction of duty, with serious consequences.
Yep. That sounds like a sensible rule. Fun shouldn't get in the way of important matters.
Exactly. As expedition members return to their companies, my hope is that this rule will gradually spread to everyone in Mondstadt too. Just like firewater and Smedina, these Nodcry delicacies have made their way into Mondstadt's households and become part of people's daily lives.
Hey Varka, how'd you summon those pop bubbles around your head? And Diona would want Varka's head. Yep.
Young people need to learn restraint.
I wonder if Varka and Diona have ever met in the past. I didn't know you had that. Well, I guess they had to have, right? Like, because I was thinking, you know, she's a young bartender, and he's been away for a long time, but he hasn't been away for, like, years and years and years, right? I didn't know you had that side to you. The fabled seasoned drinker's self-control.
At the end of the day, no one should be biting off more than they can chew.
When can you purchase something from somebody's teapot? Um, I think you have to have your own teapot, which means you need. Well, maybe you don't need your own teapot. I don't know. That's a good question. They have. Remember the trailer thing where Varka ditched his paperwork? He got a drink. Oh, that's right. He did get a drink from Diona.
Unless it's someone near my level, they shouldn't even be thinking about enjoying a light buzz.
That
when
was a
they've
good
still got
trailer,
work
too.
to do. Most people would just end up a whole lot drunker than they'd like.
Oh wait, Jua's got a point. Did you mean like days of the week? I was thinking. Sorry, I was thinking like what AR level, or like what like at what point? No, okay, that's a good point. I was thinking like, oh, you know, because like co-op is locked at AR 16, I think. So I was thinking in terms of like at what point in the game do you need? But yeah, no, if it's days of the week, Saturday and Sunday.
You should come practice with me on weekends. Trust me, once I've drunk them under the table, they'll be swearing off wine for a whole week.
What does people say? Don't believe in fables? Alright, what's this last clue? Talked about Nodcry delicacies. In the end, we discussed events in Varka's usual style. And then the conversation turned to the delicacies of Nodcry, Smetna in particular. Varka seems to have left with a positive impression of Smetna. I'll see if I can use some of it in this drink. The good news is, I think I know what to make for you. Can I borrow your hammer, please?
Huh? Oh, feel free. Whatever you're about to do, I've got a feeling I've hit the jackpot.
I sure hope so. Alright, so firewater again, Smetna, and mint. I don't know how this would actually turn out as a drink, but, you know, here we are. We do large. Well, it is mint. Here, we'll do large pieces, I guess. Friday is just for the teapot owner, and the weekend is for everyone. Alright, gently. I think large pieces of meat can make sense. Yeah, in my head, did I say meat? Mint. Large pieces of mint can make sense. In my head, it kind of made sense. Switch to Varka's special tankard. Yo, let's go. Any garnish? We could do lemon. I think lemon and mint would be a good compliment. We'll do the lemon, I think. Well, if like I were actually garnishing this, I would not put a lemon on a metal tankard. So maybe I won't do that. I also wouldn't salt the rim. We'll do the mint grass. Or mint grass, lamp grass. Thorny Lake special blend. Based on a thorny lake, this novel cocktail was concocted specially for Varka. Having tasted countless fine drinks, the Grandmaster invites you to go all out and let your creativity run free. So you launch an unconventional kind of offensive just for him. The first impact comes from mint's cool freshness and herbal notes, striking the palate on entry. Careful preserved layers then move in to mask the raw strength of the firewater at the core, delivering the decisive blow. Finally, Smetna brings up the rear, anchoring the finish with precision and leaving no loose ends. Well, whether this bold, multi-layered experience will satisfy the Grand Master, only he can say.
Here you go, Grandmaster. A cocktail just for you. I guarantee you won't find this one too polite.
There's no way we fill that tankard with that small of a shaker.
Such a spirited drink. How did you make this? Well, that burning scent of firewater. Oh, it's as if the very air were about to ignite. This is more like it. Perfection. It's clear that once you let go of your inhibitions, your talents really shine through.
He wants to keep us around.
That first hint of mint is like a cooling feint that masks the firewater underneath. By the time the sweetness dissipates, the firewater is already slipped in behind your guard, ready to deliver a powerful strike of intense flavor. Oh, it's exactly the impact I was hoping for.
And that's topped off with a hint of smetana, so the aftertaste won't feel too light.
That's the most ingenious part. Firewater's greatest flaw is a lack of aftertaste, but the smetana perfectly maintains the flavor at the peak of its intensity.
He's so jazzed about this. All this praise is making my cheeks red. The real inspiration came from everything you said.
It's hard to imagine something this good was created by a mixologist who doesn't even drink firewater. I think it has the potential to become a firm favorite in Mondstadt and Nodcry.
The Knight of Boreas' symbol is a wolf, while the Knights of Favonius are as sturdy as iron. So, how about calling this drink an Iron Wolf?
Iron Wolf. Oh, perfect. It's elegant, yet wild. Only you could come up with such a fitting name. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we name our Knights of Favonius' drink stand after you? Let's call it the Honorary Knights Cocktail Shack.
I mean, we could just call the shack, or the stand, the Iron Wolf as well. And just have the Iron Wolf drink be the signature drink.
No time to waste. I'll go have a word with Glenfiddia right away.
This is happening. Alright. Oh.
Hey there, traveler! All wrapped up for the day? Paimon hears you did a great job holding down the fort while she was out delivering drinks with Glenfiddia.
I've been feeling inspired. Got some great ideas from chatting with everyone.
Whatever the reason, the Honorary Knight is clearly one of the most talented mixologists in Mondstadt. Considering how short a time he's been doing this, I believe that someday he has the potential to give the legendary bartender at the Cat's Tail a run for her money.
Ooh.
I fully support your decision, Grandmaster. The Honorary Knight has really put in the hard yards. The drink stand will remain open for a little while longer to provide a proper welcome to our returning expedition members. Then, once we locate suitable premises, we also plan to look at operating a permanent service.
A permanent service? Is this kind of like how they did in Wuwa? Where there's a permanent drink mixing now?
Hooray! Everyone in the Knights of Favonius will get to drink all the delicious cocktails they like!
No point in talking him out of it. Once he makes a decision, he fills it out.
Nothing short of what I'd expect from a true disciple of Hertha. You've really considered this thoroughly, Glenfiddia.
Also, if I may, Honorary Knight, regarding the special cocktails you've developed,
Oh,
would you mind leaving the recipes with us? We'd like to add them to the official menu.
of course. That way everyone can have them. It'd be selfish not to.
Paimon feels like there's something you still want to say. Let Paimon have a guess.
Can't say yet. Probably just them hinting at a future game mode. That'd be really cool. Diana must be mega pissed if news reaches her about that permanent shack. She'll see us as traitors.
Based on your personality, you probably want to introduce the origin of each different cocktail.
You're such a good read of character, Paimon.
That way,
At least with me,
customers will know
or
who
Traveler.
inspired you to create these amazing drinks.
Right on the Mora. You know me so well, Paimon.
No problem at all. If you need, I can even have someone draft the paperwork on your behalf to secure you the rights to these new recipes.
Ooh, okay.
I hope when we recruit some new bartenders, they'll be able to learn from your incredible skills. Even if they can't quite match your work, if they could be 2/3 as good, that would still make them industry leaders.
Hey. Diona's gonna be so angry at Ether. It's her own fault that she trained us to be mixers. You know that's true! Alright, let's talk to Glenfiddia. Thank you, Honorary Knight and Lady Paimon. We'll keep the drink stand going from here on out. You can count on us. You've got this. That's right. You're doing a great job, Glenfiddia. From now on, let's call you The cocktail night. Next time we meet, Paimon bets your skills will be even better. What an excellent title. I'll wear it with pride. Alright, now we need to go see Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5. Is it distinct to remember the drinks Diana taught us to make tasting horrible unless she made them? Well, no, she taught us to make decent drinks, I thought, in the Of Drinks and Dreaming event. Was she not the one who taught us the basics for drink mixing? Like, decent drink, not like fake or bad drinks. That wasn't Diona? Wait, who was it? I'm going the wrong way. Who was it? Was it Charles?
When I was adventuring in the Ashen
Ah, I keep doing that every single time. That was Angel Share people? Okay, I remember it happening in here. I just thought it was Diona as well. So here's Charles. Where is... So, okay, again, so like... When Emily was it Emily? Yeah, when Emily was talking about the bartender with really pretty ears, I was thinking of this guy. I was like, what do you mean pretty ears? Can you explain? Alright, where are Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5? Are they... Wait. But there wasn't anyone... Oh, they are here. Oh, I see. It's... Ah, okay. You might not know about Diana training us because that was from her hangout that I haven't done. Have I not done her hangout? I probably haven't. You're probably right. I think I've only done all of Noelle's, one or two of Layla's, and then all of Lynette's. What am I looking for? Wait, I don't remember how to get to Wait, I don't remember how to get to how do you get to the hangout events?
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Quest overview? Yeah, I don't know how to do it now either. Quest overview. Travelogue, story quest, event, what, Traveler's Tales? No. Event quests. No. Wait a second, I just realized though. Okay, yeah, that's the, okay. Travelogue. No, Outland. Surely it's not. The music! Wait, it has music for this menu. Like region specific, that's so cool. You have to go to quest and then stories and there's a tab for hangouts. Okay, so we're on quests. Missions, world, story. So here are the story quests. I don't have quest overview. Oh, this one. Ah, wait, what the heck? Why is that? Okay, weird. Anyways, we've done all of these. We've got... Oh, we did all of Farazan's as well. Okay, so Noelle, Lynette, Farazan, one of Layla's, and that's it. So yeah, we haven't done Diona's. They're all unlocked though, at least, so I can technically fill in time later on with those.
Leave it to me.
Oh, right.
All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
That Varga. He's even more formidable than ever. I'm done. I'm never drinking with him again. Are you alright? Don't worry. We're fine. Listen, kiddo. Take this as a warning. Don't ever try to outdrink the Grandmaster. You won't win. I don't think he's even human. Hey, who are you calling kiddo? This is the honorary knight. Show some respect. Oh, ho, my apologies. I'm not seeing straight right now. I didn't realize it was you, Honorary Knight. In fairness, all I really said is you have a youthful glow and energy and affability. There's something not quite right with these two. Maybe I should make an effort to be nice. Too drunken night, should I teach them a lesson? Nah, they're fine. Have you two just returned to Mondstadt? That's right. We recently got transferred back. We haven't been working on their little lady gunholder for long. We waited so long for a vacation, we thought we'd stop by and report to Varka. We only planned to buy him a couple of drinks. Just a sign of respect, but that old dog outmaneuvered us. We can hardly ask little lady gunholder for the night off or something like this. Looking at it now, it's all pretty shameful. We really messed up. We have to make this up to her. We'll help handle all the training reports tomorrow. That way, she'll have a third less work to worry about. Little Lady Gunhilder? Oh, I'm talking about the acting Grandmaster, Jean Gunhilder. Everyone feels at ease when she's around, but she's the daughter of Lady Frederica. Wait, she's Lady Frederica? Wait, she's Frederica's daughter? Wait, maybe I'm thinking of a different character. It's quite sad to think about, actually. Back when she was knee-high to a grasshopper, she'd stand outside the door to the headquarters, holding some test paper or other with a perfect score, waiting for Frederica to get off work. Wait, oh, that's so sad. Wait a second. Then one day, even Frederica thought there was no need to be any more strict about her written grades. Oh, what was it she said? It's okay to make mistakes every once in a while. You don't always need to get such high scores. Oh, well. Otherwise, the other parents will make you an example to scold your friends. Cultivating a positive image in the hearts of your peers is something all knights need to be mindful of. So, in her next round of exams, little Lady Gunhilder deliberately got one question wrong on every test. Just one question. Naturally, she was still top of the class. Where does the time go? It only seems like yesterday. It really does. Hopefully, if we do our best to handle the grunt work, in another couple of years, she might learn how to better conserve her energy. By that time, us two old-timers will be about ready to retire. With any luck, the youngsters coming through might possess half the drive and responsibility of little Lady Gunhilder. Be honest, we're never getting to them anytime soon, even if you keep doing everything on stream. Or if you keep doing everything. Yeah, it's not gonna be an anytime soon thing. They're just kind of there as backup. That's quite a deep voice for a female knight. I don't know what you mean. I honestly thought that she was 5 and he was 3. So that's why I kind of did the voices that way. But anyways, two drunken knights. Should I teach them a lesson? Does have a few extra bits of dialogue. Ooh. I'm gonna just kind of quickly go through it. Jean is basically the mother hen of the entire kingdom at this point. Let's be honest, Jean would be kicking and screaming if someone tried to force her to take a day off. No, she would be kicking and screaming. She would just politely refuse. And be very stubborn about it. Alright, what does it say? It's some lesson. Getting drunk at this hour? Pff, that's outrageous. This hour? The day's still young, isn't it? We can probably fit in a couple more and still have time to sober up. We just finished reporting to Vark on our situation since being transferred back. It hasn't been long. But now that I think about it, little Lady Gunhilder is probably still hard at work. Ugh, this doesn't sit well with me. We really messed up. I have to make this up to her. And then this is all gonna be the same stuff, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out. We did this all already. Alright. Cool. Oh, and then what did we get here? Ooh, we got his tankard. Nice. And then that's the little afterward thing. Alright, that's all of the minigame. No, hang on. Right, the combat. Okay, it's everything except the combat done. And then the rest of the same. Okay, nice, nice. Alright, so it's just the combat, which... Oh, we also have mail now. Oop. Is it birthday mail? It is. Oh, and it's Shilonen. All right. Let's see. This will be the last thing, and then we'll wrap up. Being able to head out whenever I feel like it really is nice. Oh wait, you know what? Hang on. Let me sample her voice real quick. Her mannerisms, her inflection. She's level higher than that, right? She's not level 90. Level 70? Oh, it's because she's in the party. Okay.
Hello, I'm Shilonen from the Children of Echoes. If you'd like me to forge some tools for you, just let me know. But I do have quite the backlog of commissions at the moment, so even if you submit a request now, it might be a while before I get to it.
So I've made this complaint in the past. I don't really particularly care for the original voice direction. Like it didn't quite sit well with me. It's not bad. It just didn't sit quite well with me. So I was never really a fan of it. But like in later, like as we meet her later on in other quests and events, it's gotten a bit more natural.
Happy birthday! Here, this universal multi-tool set is yours to keep. It has a variety of drills and hammers, as well as 3 handsaws and 5 specially shaped pry bars, which should come in handy for you in the wild. Oh, and there's also a set of ropes made from woven leather and metal wire. They should be strong enough to lift even a fully grown Petlosaur. Do you know how to tie knots? Yeah, if not, I can teach you now. Yeah, here.
Watch this. But first, hold the rope like this, then loop it around. Alright. See you next week. Whether that be minigames next, new event next week or something else entirely. Need some sleep though. Alright, sounds good. Tuck. A series of words that should inevitably end up rolling around. You name, don't believe me. Watch this. Nice. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out and for helping out. I will see you tomorrow or whenever next stream will be. Alright. Being able to head out whenever I feel like it really is nice. By the time you read this, I'll probably already be back in Liyue, picking out ores and savoring the local cuisine. I didn't expect their jewelry to come in so many styles. Every piece has some long, detailed backstory attached to it. Whether those stories are actual history or something the shopkeepers came up with on the spot, I can't really say. Still, if it looks good, that's what matters. Oh, there was something else. At the harbor, I saw a guy with a rather unusual sword hanging from his waist. It caught my eye immediately. I was gonna ask him about it, but he boarded a ship before I had the chance. From what I could tell, it was heading to Inazuma. In that case, I suppose that'll be my next stop. Who is she talking about, though? A weird sword. I don't know. It's probably something that I should be aware of right now, but I cannot think of it. Yeah, no, I think that'll do it. Alrighty. Let's find someone to raid. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I really appreciate it. That was really fun. The drink the whole stream was just the drink event, which I didn't actually mean to do. I was thinking, oh yeah, we'll just get through this real quick, and then we'll do the combat, and then we'll do Spiral Abyss, and that just, no, the whole stream was just the drink event. But it was fine. It was nice. Let's see. Thank you, Orchid. I appreciate it. And I hope you're feeling better. Hope you have some more good food and good drink. And that you recover soon. Let's see. Who is... Ooh. Let's see if we're able to... Hang on. Let me see if we can do this first before I say anything. Let me also put the raid messages in the chat as well. Alright. There we go. Raid 2 is if you have the emotes, which Stream Elements does not. Alright, let's see. Alright, cool. I just had to check to make sure that she had raids enabled, because last time we tried to raid Liggly, she had them disabled temporarily. So, alright, let's go say hi to Liggly and her community. Thanks again, everyone, for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I'll try to stream tomorrow so we can do the rest of the combat event stuff and Spiral Abyss. We'll see. Bye, Mochi. Take care. Take care, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. If you're sick, I hope you all recover. And I hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. Yes, thank you, Mochi. I appreciate it. I will get some good rest. I might grab a snack and then, yes, rest. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.